People are vote for you. They see people suffering. They see people are vote for you. They see people crying. Every day Amanda. Every day I do. Every day Amanda. Every day I do. You're causing us in a city. Why people suffering? Why people dying? Government not get on. They not get on. Government not get on. They not get on. We will talking. Every poster will talking. We will talking. Yeah, can't call why we talking. We will talking. Darren Delon will talking. We will talking. Prophet Key will talking. Country no food to eat. Country government just sitting, paying the horses. While old people suffering. See. Agbekugbe government, carrying on le day. Agbekugbe government, suffering on le day. Agbekugbe government, carrying on slowly. Agbekugbe government. That's 3C government, carrying on oh. That's 3C government, suffering on oh. That's 3C government, carrying on slowly. That's 3C government. You are reclaiming oh. One thing I know, we want peace. You stop the city. We need peace. Your story beauty. We want peace. Control the rate. We need peace. You clean the city. We want peace. CDC government. They are all for fun. Government get lie. Judge we are government. So raw. So criminal. You don't know your function. As a president, where are the job? Where are the school? Where are the salary? No more pay. You say teach for hope. Now nothing for death. Hey God, my life you're sorry oh. They make out to fall for nothing. Now know a function. You not even know 11 red. The CDC government. We will talk it. Every poster will talk it. We will talk it. Get careful why we talk it. We will talk it. Darren Delon will talk it. We will talk it. Prophet Key will talk it. Hey, Joe, we are going. She said, you take power. First one more. The country start crying on your knee. For pro to all row. Oh dear, go and say country giant. For country giant to country row. She won't join your government. Shout out to all my bravi that talking for the poor people. Henry Costa, Darren Delon, Yeke Kolba, Prophet Key,
first of the firstness.
There's a young boy, EJ, Iwo. I'm back with reality.
CC Music.
Eti ghetto.
They will like it.
Eti ghetto. We party crying. That was the long coming. 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 That was the long coming. 2005, we go 2011. 2017, and they say for fun. What the bamboo going? Yeah, no bamboo wow. Nobody know. Bamboo crying. Bamboo get dancing. They call us monkey. We happy with it. We call them bamboo. We happy with it. So the people ask that we are one. So many people say bamboo ugly. So many people say monkey fine. For that reason, bamboo fair, they join for 3 to 3. Lot of people. Number 1 reason, bamboo na no go. Number 2 reason, bamboo na metro. Number 3 reason, bamboo na your power. They man they showing they want a power. We let that rust alone, We let that rust alone, We Kevin Delon for senator. We party crying, that was the long coming. 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 Delon pofo, you lose. Woman pay pofo, you lose. Hey, Pena you pofo, you lose. Kumi pofo, you lose. Hey, Championsin pofo, you lose. Yeke Golba pofo, you lose. Hey, Matikula pofo, you lose. Joseph Waka pofo, you lose. Hey, Henry Kosa pofo, you lose. Emma Kaka pofo, you lose. Hey, Daros Delon, oh yeah. Everybody. Left, right. Oh, Ripate. Bamboo children, you're giving. Let Daros Delon can. Bamboo children, you're giving. Bamboo children, you're giving. Let Daros Delon can. Bamboo children, you're giving. I say bamboo children, you're giving. Let Daros Delon can. Bamboo children, you're giving. So bamboo children, you're giving. Let Daros Delon can. Bamboo children, you're giving. So bamboo children, you're giving. Let Daros Delon can. I say bamboo children, you're giving. Ripate crying, Daros Delon coming. 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 Ripate crying, Daros Delon coming.
Yana, ma people you're listening, ma people you're listening. Pas pour tout j'con, pas pour tout t'escater les vraies positions vous gagnez, pas pour gagner maintenir, pas pour c'est les lions font saillant. Everyday les tunis, il est tine, puis des giants. Okay, get a lesson, and a lesson a whipping. Okay, get a lesson, and a lesson a attire talking. I mean, we are whipping. I can't the king can play. We always the winner. We'll never be the loser.
Daros Delon pofo, you lose. Woman pay pofo, you lose. Hey, Pena you pofo, you lose. Kumi pofo, you lose. Hey, Championsin pofo, you lose. Yeke Golba pofo, you lose. Hey, Matikula pofo, you lose. Joseph Waka pofo, you lose. Hey, Henry Kosa pofo, you lose. Emma Kaka pofo, you lose. Hey, hey, we carry Delon for senator. 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 Let's carry Delon for senator. For youth empowerment, let's carry Delon. For development, let's carry Delon. For good education, let's carry Delon. Bo Ali, let's carry Delon. Edwin Dan, let's carry Delon. In Daros Tower, let's carry Delon. Daros Delon, oh yeah! This is your own boy, EJ. I'm back.
They will like it.
Brand new day, fellow Liberians, vote Joseph Boaka for the continued development in Liberia for better life. EJ, I'm back. Love Liberia,
Joseph Boaka,
vote Liberia,
Joseph Boaka, Joseph Boaka,
teach Liberia,
Joseph Boaka, Joseph Boaka,
pay Liberia,
Joseph Boaka, Joseph Boaka,
love Liberia,
Joseph Boaka, Joseph Boaka,
teach Liberia,
Joseph Boaka, Joseph Boaka,
pay Liberia,
Joseph Boaka, Joseph Boaka,
vote Liberia,
Joseph Boaka, Joseph Boaka.
Tete Bole, you're giving. Pizza Bole, you're giving. Easy Gela, you're giving. You're giving. The country giant coming you. See Joseph Boaka, see my Nukwe, see Joseph Boaka, see my Nukwe. For peace and unity, you're level for Joseph Boaka.
Joseph Boaka,
For electricity, you're level for Joseph Boaka.
Joseph Boaka,
For safe drinking water, you're level for Joseph Boaka.
Joseph Boaka,
For education, you're level for Joseph Boaka.
Joseph Boaka,
For fair play and justice, you're level for Joseph Boaka.
Joseph Boaka,
For agriculture, you're level for Joseph Boaka. Waka, Joseph Waka. Says Maureen, Mama. My people, your level. For Joseph Waka. Hey, your level. For Joseph Waka. Hey, your level. For Joseph Waka. My people, your level. For Joseph Waka. Hey, your level. For Joseph Waka. Hey, your level. For Joseph Waka. My people, your level. For Joseph Waka. Hey, your level. For Joseph Waka. Love Liberia. Joseph Waka. Joseph Waka. Liberia. Joseph Waka. Joseph Waka. Teach Liberia. Joseph Waka. Joseph Waka. Pay Liberia. Joseph Waka. Joseph Waka. Love Liberia. Joseph Waka. Joseph Waka. Teach Liberia. Joseph Waka. Joseph Waka. Pay Liberia. Joseph Waka. Joseph Waka. Vote Liberia. Joseph Waka. Joseph Waka. Kante, Sano Kante, Lofa Kante, Bon Kante, Rentile Kante, Sano Kante, Mevelen Kante, Rubadi Kante, Magibi Kante, Wenku Kante, Rubases Kante, Bapolu Kante. Kema Kante, Rembaso Kante, Monsoaro Kante, Monsoaro Kante, Nimba Kante, Sano Kante, Lofa Kante, Bon Kante, Rentile Kante, Sano Kante, Nevelen Kante, Rubadi Kante. Magibi Kante, Wenku Kante, Rubases Kante, Bapolu Kante, Wenkema Kante, Wembaso Kante, Monsoaro Kante, Monsoaro Kante. Jojo, Tantan, Tamamuna, says Maureen, Sabwaka. Yamatin, a dream never snow. Woman pay, but the chairman, it will whoa, I'm back. Huh? You the party, oh yeah. Break it down, break it down, break it down. Male, male, ma, male, 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 mama, male, male, ma, male, 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 mama, male, male, ma, male, ma, male, ma, male, ma, male, ma. Male mama mama male mama mama male ma Joseph Waka oh yeah let's go again take it take it oh take it take it take it take it take it take it oh take it oh take it oh Joseph Waka bine insa osa ripam panam ibine insa ripam panam Joseph Waka bine insa osa ripam panam ibine osa love Liberia Joseph Waka vote Liberia Joseph Waka teach Liberia Joseph Waka pay Liberia Joseph Waka love Liberia Joseph Waka teach Liberia Joseph Waka pay Liberia Joseph Waka vote Liberia Joseph Waka my people your level for Joseph Waka hey your level for Joseph Waka hey your level for Joseph Waka my people your level for Joseph Waka hey your level for Joseph Waka hey your level for Joseph Waka my people your level for Joseph Waka hey your level for Joseph Waka.
Audio input change. Okay, you're gonna hear me now. You can hear me now, right? Then something they happen now. What did they happen? That's not true. Yeah, somebody say yes, and I unplug everything. Then now it's working. Okay, Lawrence say yes. We can hear you. You can hear me now, right? I'm going to go back to that so we can do some foreign policy in the conversation here. All right, good people. Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you. So before we get to foreign policy speech, an example, many of you are not going to agree with me, but you don't have to agree with me, okay? We're just having conversation about our country. Because when people come to speak to the world from poor countries, based on my training, based on my education, that's certain thing you need to say. And you can't be saying things to the people outside of your country, and what you're doing in your country is different. That's a problem, okay? So y'all thank you, plenty, my people, y'all thank you. Hey, y'all clap for yourself, We'll go back to real foreign policy speech, okay? Maybe one or two, because tonight is foreign policy. I come here to get you a small juice about small thing I learned foreign ministry and my international public administration, education, and political science. So let me welcome your first, all right, our people. Sister Kulu, welcome aboard. Alexander Collins, welcome aboard. Sister Kulu was the first person to join us, okay? Then Falatero, welcome aboard. AB is now on today. It's snowing here. I managed to come home safely from a cartoon pushing job, according to the dismissed former deputy minister. But he back in Tennessee pushing cartoon, Eugene Fagon. He say acting like he working for information ministry, but he doesn't. All right, and then we got Labla Fopa, welcome aboard from Kakata, Magibi Conley, Liberia, Anthony Palmo. Anthony Palmo, thank you for joining us. My own boy right here in North Dakota, and then you forget about the opposition business here. You just leave that one. We handle it. Ezekiel, thank you for joining us from Bannersville Kebab Clinic. My man, you part of that 419 club, the Sisu Club, or the yearly store. I hope you're not part of it. My own big mama, Mama Rebecca from Maryland, you know, where Joseph Walker supposed to come, but I'm not getting it out of the bed right now. You're sorry. Brother Moses Kapu, welcome aboard. Nathaniel Beachy, welcome aboard. Aliu Brima, welcome aboard. Clarence Fredericks, welcome aboard. Check your volume, it's working right now. This system got problem on it. We're gonna fix it on the weekend. Chitio Kapu, welcome aboard. The sound is there now. Some people say yes. Okay, Tawada T, welcome aboard. Yes. Double Helena, welcome aboard. Beza Jara, welcome aboard. Yeah, mostly thank you for that information. Musu Woods, welcome aboard. So far, so good. Okay, Lawrence Yan, welcome aboard. Lawrence say yeah, we can hear you now. Ali Brahman say we can hear you now. Falatiro say yes, we can hear you. Thank you, my people. Thank you plenty. Okay. So tonight, I just want to share with you guys, okay? Folks that are there now and those who will come later. Aliu Kurma, welcome on board. Thank you, my brother. Foreign policy speech is not what we listen to President we are delivered today. And now ready, okay. Big brother Sandro Johnson, thank you for joining us. Mama Nelson, thank you for joining us. See, we inside. Canada, we are on the campaign trail 2017. Ali, he was able to admit it that he's not going to promise us, the Liberian people, eloquent speeches. However, he's going to use his God-given common sense, to make quality decision on behalf of the Liberian people. Especially the young people that saw themselves in Joshua based on his God-given talent. My friend and brother Jiru MP got work on a boat. Otelo Dillon work on a boat. Watching Abraham Sano work on a boat. Okay. Over time, 5 years, I said it the last time, some people wanted to argue with me. In America and the world over. But let's use America. This is where majority of Liberians. We are right here in America. I clearly understand there are other Liberians, other part of the world, including the UK, Europe, Asia, Australia. I understand it. But according to global statistics, there are more Liberians in America than any part of the world we know. So this country, we can play around any country, but not around America. We're not supposed to. Okay, we're not supposed to. But we're not going into the detail right now. I don't have much time, and I'm very sure you don't have much time. I wanted to start with Samuel Kayando, foreign policy speech, 1982, when he came to visit United States for the first time to meet with President Reagan, former and late U.S. president. But we don't have time tonight. I want to also play former President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf address to Congress here in America, foreign policy speech deliver. And I'm going to play that too. However, I am going to play Barack Obama, former president of the United States speech to the Muslim world in Cairo, Egypt. And there are some fundamental reasons why I'm not going to do Ellie. I'm not going to do Samuel Kayando tonight. Number one, time. Number two, coming from poor country to big country. Rich. Okay. But there was a disconnect between the West, especially the United States, and the Arab world prior to Obama taking power at the ballot box. And there were a lot of conservative Republicans who didn't really want Obama to do that. But I think Obama did a great job. When he went to Egypt to address them, he led a follow-up speech, he delivered foreign policy speech. That was done in Indonesia, where he spent significant period of time growing up. According to him, his mother took him there because there was something going on. The papa had gone by to Kenya and went to Indonesia. He was there and calling Hazan, to pray. Because that's a dominant Muslim country, And his father was a Muslim too, according to Obama. So I'm saying this to say, this 21st century social media technology, you sitting down in your little corner in poor country like Liberia, whatever you're doing there, you come to America and you lie to everybody consistently, okay, we're good. They're exposing you the same way they expose Charles Taylor. But we'll get to the story. I got to disconnect and reconnect for that foreign policy delivered in Cairo by Barack. Eventually, not tonight, maybe subsequently we'll get to that. To other foreign policy delivered by other leaders in Liberia that came to the U.S. or went to other countries. But we're going to use the U.S. as a base because you come in here, not just that you come in to talk free. You need to come and impress the people on the basis of what you're doing in your country. For them, not only that they will listen to you lying on camera, but they will see into it because America know more about every single country around the world than the citizens themselves. I don't want to jump the gun. I'm going to play Obama's speech. From there, I will play George Weah's speech today. I really want people to come on more so that we can have the, interactive conversation. I'm not too sure I'm going to do the clip. Probably I will do Yeke Kolba because a lot of people like Yeke, and that's what I use Yeke, okay? When I use Yeke, a lot of you can come on board, so I'll use Yeke. So before we go to Yeke clip, right now we are 88. That's not even too bad. That is not bad at all. So I'm going to disconnect and reconnect. Okay? Then we get to that one. Where's my iPhone? So you'll be there, you'll be dancing little by little. We're going to get it done the way this system wants us to get it done. And then I think I'm going to do Yeke in the meantime while I connect the system. So you stay tuned. We'll talk some more tonight. Trust me. We'll talk small. Trust me. We'll do it.
Into you here. What are you here in the first place? Why are you?
Look, I came on a radio talk show to Hub FM. I was invited here. And I came to speak to the Liberian people. The president said we should provide security for ourselves.
Exactly.
You understand what I'm saying?
I'm just told that the joint security is scrutinizing your statement that you're going to establish.
The Nazi is stealing that open doing.
Are you not afraid?
Afraid of who? Arrest?
Yes.
What are they waiting for?
On the call about one day you might be a picker in the street.
Oh yes, I want to be bigger in the street for the Liberian people. Why they can't come now? You will not have police in the mouth to make fun. You saw the people in Lofa County, the war immigration. You know, for CDC behind the police spokesman said he didn't see those people. All of my people you saw. Listen to the president. When the president said he don't know the CDC COP, all of that group you saw.
Do you think the Liberians are listening to what you say? Do you think are they following you?
Then we listen. We want to say to this president, you were elected to govern this country.
Yes.
You were not elected to be selective.
Yeah.
When you become selective, that will happen. You know how long it took the president to make one statement to say arrest? After the chain was being put on last, it took him 6 days.
It's better late than never.
Mr. President, to hell with you.
You are always bitter with this president.
Because of the way
are you frank?
with this country.
Do you talk to him sometimes?
Are we being treated fairly in the country? No. The people are hungry in the country.
No.
He want to create a situation where he can be re-elected.
How are you going to maintain the 1,005% or 2,005 you're talking about?
All the people are because you saw what happened on the July 26th. You saw what happened on the July 26th. When the civilians went inside to have rats and jumped into poor home and were looting things. It was not who citizens were affected. You didn't see it. They were joking and riot. People using their mouth to make fun of the Liberian people.
This is my honor man your re-election bid on the callback.
You can't do my re-election. I'm already elected. I'm worried about election. I'm already elected. Look, the Liberian people looking for somebody to stand up for them.
Yes.
I want to be killed for the Liberian people.
Exactly.
I want to be arrested. I know men to be brave like this.
Yes.
You see the guys? That 1,200 people making fun.
Are you going to go across the country to recruit people?
1,002 is for Mosorolo County. We will have 1,000 in each county. What they want to do to rig the election will bother with us.
What mandate will you give your men when you train them? What will you tell them to do?
I want our people to tell this president that he was elected for all, not for seditious. We are all human beings. If we didn't vote for you, that doesn't mean we are not Liberian. We are Liberian, right? So provide security for us. You can tell us double, but go to West Point, put CCTV to our house. What's the stable calling you got for double to put CCTV to our house? I mean, let's stop the joking, man. Let's stop it. For them to have full ceremony for those CDC boys, the president said he don't know them. That deception. That's making more people. You know what I'm saying? We are calling on the people to be peaceful. As soon as the president is in charge of this situation, we will go back into and wait to see what happens.
Don't you see this court as an incitement on the part for other people to just say, I'm myself going to train my own or protection or protect the people?
You don't want to say that they yeah, when they kill you, condemn it. The president has said provide security for yourself. The president didn't say so. You are journalist. You saw it. Was he under the influence or something? Yes. You were under the influence, so they make you go hard. You need to stop.
How long are you going to continue on this advocacy?
As long as Ambassador we are refused to provide security for the Liberian people, we're going to provide security for ourselves. You understand what I'm saying? We will not sit down here, the people can kill us.
What are you going to be? What are you going to be great way? What are you going to have?
Marshal I. I'm a black belt holder. We will train our boys. I served in the Liberia National Police for 11 years. Self-defense. Self-defense.
I'm sure your colleague who are staying in the force can sometimes call you to tune down your volume.
No, let me tell you something. Election was held, all the police people work against Ambassador.
True. Do they?
Even the SS people.
Do they tell you that?
Hey man, I don't have to tell you what they tell me. Look, when I was in the police, Patrick Sulu, the police director, used to ride the back of my pickup. He used to tell me, yes sir. You are our filing clerk. So you don't know operation, you don't know policing. But you know, they say, well, who know you will take you here and what you know will make you to stay.
As a legislator, and then you are on the side of advocacy, you have the masses behind you. What is the difference between you being a legislator and being an advocate that you're doing now?
But we are elected to advocate for our people. Lawmakers should be an advocate. That's not my job to go sit down when I tell him again, be friendly with him before he can't be in my district. My job is the same. When I tell him again, you are eating coke here, you know how far that I use the money district number 10 like they do it. You think I will beg them to go do job in my district? Do
you have contenders in district number 10? I'm told the CDC will be supporting the current Inspector General of the Ministry of Cummings, Josephine Davis.
You think bleaching contact in district number 10?
What do you mean?
No, we're not doing bleaching contact in district number 10.
What do you mean?
District number 10 is a serious place. District number 10 is the most popular, the most respected district in the history of Liberia. Yes. I feel I went to local country. You saw when I went to grace my invitation that was sent to me by the Unity Party, right? To grace the convention, right? When they called my name, what happened? The whole place go, wow. Ambassador, we have thought nobody could stand in his face. They harassed Eddie here for 12 years. They took casket around here. They put Joseph Baka and Ellen picture on casket. But we to our own here, you complain? You think we can talk casket? He making fun with him mouth. I want to say thank you.
Thank you, Papa. Yeah. So this is focused on Liberia. We just
threatening the states, constantly inciting people. I want to be clear. We will now tolerate those kind of citizens, those that constantly insulting the president. I want to be clear that after this, there will be no citizen in this country, and I can defy you that will ever insult the president and think he will walk in the street prison.
His name is Representative Yeke Koluba. One of the primary reasons why I call you here is that a lot of us, including me, we are concerned about your recent pronouncement with the formulation of a new group. I see you buried it. I don't know the name of
the Opposition Protection Unit. Protection Unit. The Opposition Protection. You see it? So all of the
Liberia has a serious problem right now, and that's taking on a number of issues. Foremost among them is the issue of corruption. And this is an issue that we are seeing across the board, not just in Liberia, but in other places. And for me, corruption is an act of robbery, plain and simple. It's a cancer in our societies. It is government stealing from the people of Liberia, from the mouths of children. It takes away access to health care. It denies citizens their right to public safety. It stops young people of Liberia from getting the education they deserve. It takes the future away from them. It prevents this country from having the healthy business environment that it needs to lift Liberia out of poverty. It has denied Liberia its place in history, a successful and prosperous country with so many resources to contribute to its people's well-being. Corruption is a democracy killer, and we cannot have that in a place like Liberia, which we're counting on as a bulwark for Africa's democracy. To me, this is the most pressing, it's the most forward-looking challenge facing Liberia today. Liberia has
you officially. Make no mistake that because we bear certain title or we occupy certain space in government and you think that position has taken away from us our true identity. We want to officially announce to the world and the international community that what we fought for, we will not sit here as spectators and watch it come on an attack. But those friends who believe that nothing good can ever happen on our watch. We want to say moving forward, when there is any call demonstration, as lawmakers can lead, we want to say in my official capacity, whether you call me mayor or you call me youth chairperson, we want to assure the public and international community we will be protectors of our democracy. We will be on the scene also. We will lead such forces also. Never again, and let me say this in a lot of words, never again such mistaken incident will occur. And you think that we will sit and somebody in utopia believing that because the love of this country, and you think that you have monopoly in distributing fears and panic in the people. No, that is not possible unless we are not in this corridor. We have not been moved. I want to say thank you for the privilege given to me by the National Youth League for asking me to communicate this view. So two decisions. The first decision, what we will not accept anymore, is to think that how can you have elections, people jump into the street and begin to threaten our democracy, and you think we will go and we will sit as spectators? No. If no one will do that, the Youth League on our watch will protect the democracy of this country. I want to say to you the reason we call so that you cannot be surprised. And don't think because I serve as a mayor, we will be on the front burner. We will lead our people that will lead them before. We will be there. Any day that will be announced here by anyone, we want to say to you, similar day will be announced by us. And whatsoever you are, we will also be there and we'll meet in flesh and blood. So as Liberians, and to see exactly whether you got the capacity to threaten our peace. Thank you very much.
Of Iran. For many years, Iran has defined itself in part by its opposition. And people that my country is prepared to move forward. The question now is not what Iran is against, but rather what future it wants to build. I recognize it will be hard to overcome decades of mistrust, but we will proceed with courage, rectitude, and resolve. There will be many issues to discuss between our two countries, and we are willing to move forward without preconditions on the basis of mutual respect. But it is clear to all
Let me do something here real quick. I'm going to get that ready. Super direct. You're sorry, my people. We'll get there. Don't worry about it. Got to do this thing here tonight. Good job. Plug it in direct. Yo, just hold on a few seconds. Let me make sure everything looking good, okay? We'll do it tonight. Somebody already said it's okay. I ain't even finished. We forced it here. We got to do it here tonight. Okay. Make sure. Okay. All right. So we're going to start all over, okay? Okay. Let's go to Barack Cairo, Egypt speech 13 years ago. We're not going to play the entire speech. Certain part of it I just want you guys to hear. 13 years ago. But listen to Barack.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States.
Thank you. SLOGAN. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Please. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Good afternoon. I am honored to be in the timeless city of Cairo and to be hosted by two remarkable institutions. For over 1,000 years, the Azhar has stood as a beacon of Islamic learning. And for over a century, Cairo University has been a source of Egypt's advancement. And together, you represent the harmony between tradition and progress. I'm grateful for your hospitality and the hospitality of the people of Egypt. I'm also proud to carry with me the goodwill of the American people and a greeting of peace from Muslim communities in my country. Assalamu alaikum.
Y'all please listen to Barack, yeah, so Joey can go study. He wants study, he won't read. He just want eat. Steve. Y'all listen, please.
We meet at a time of great tension between the United States and Muslims around the world. Tension rooted in historical forces that go beyond any current policy debate. The relationship between Islam and the West includes centuries of coexistence and cooperation, but also conflict and religious wars. More recently, tension has been fed by colonialism that denied rights and opportunities to many Muslims, and a Cold War in which Muslim majority countries were too often treated as proxies without regard to their own aspirations. Moreover, the sweeping change brought by modernity and globalization led many Muslims to view the West as hostile to the traditions of Islam. Violent extremists have exploited these tensions in a small but potent minority of Muslims. The attacks of September 11, 2001, and the continued efforts of these extremists to engage in violence against civilians has led some in my country to view Islam as inevitably hostile not only to America and Western countries, but also to human rights. All this has bred more fear and more mistrust. So long as our relationship is defined by our differences, we will empower those who sow hatred rather than peace, those who promote conflict rather than the cooperation that can help all of our people achieve justice and prosperity. And this cycle of suspicion and discord must end. I've come here to Cairo to seek a new beginning between the United States and Muslims around the world. One based on mutual interest and mutual respect. And one based upon the truth that America and Islam are not exclusive and need not be in competition. Instead, they overlap and share common principles. Principles of justice and progress, tolerance, and the dignity of all human beings. I do so recognizing that change cannot happen overnight. I know there's been a lot of publicity about this speech, but no single speech can eradicate years of mistrust. Nor can I answer in the time that I have this afternoon all the complex questions that brought us to this point. But I am convinced that in order to move forward, we must say openly to each other the things we hold in our hearts, and that too often are said only behind closed doors. There must be a sustained effort to listen to each other, to learn from each other, to respect one another, and to seek common ground. As the Holy Quran tells us, be conscious of God and speak always the truth. That is what I will try to do today, to speak the truth as best I can, humbled by the task before us, and firm in my belief that the interests we share as human beings are far more powerful than the forces that drive us apart. Now, part of this conviction is rooted in my own experience. I'm a Christian, but my father came from a Kenyan family that includes generations of Muslims. As a boy, I spent several years in Indonesia and heard the call of the azan at the break of dawn and at the fall of dusk. As a young man, I worked in Chicago communities where many found dignity and peace in their Muslim faith. As a student of history, I also know civilization's debt to Islam. It was Islam at places like Uluzan that carried the light of learning through so many centuries, paving the way for Europe's Renaissance and Enlightenment. It was innovation in Muslim communities. It was innovation in Muslim communities that developed the order of algebra, our magnetic compass and tools of navigation, our mastery of pens and printing, our understanding of how disease spreads and how it can be healed. Islamic culture has given us majestic arches and soaring spires, timeless poetry and cherished music, elegant calligraphy, and places of peaceful contemplation. And throughout history, Islam has demonstrated through words and deeds the possibilities of religious tolerance and racial equality. I also know that Islam has always been a part of America's story. The first nation to recognize my country was Morocco. In signing the Treaty of Tripoli in 1796, our second president, John Adams, wrote, "The United States has in itself no character of enmity against the laws, religion, or tranquility of Muslims." And since our founding, American Muslims have enriched the United States. They have fought in our wars, they have served in our government, they have stood for civil rights, they have started businesses, they have taught at our universities, they've excelled in our sports arenas, they've won Nobel Prizes, built our tallest building, and lit the Olympic torch. And when the first Muslim American was recently elected to Congress, he took the oath to defend our Constitution using the same Holy Quran that one of our founding fathers, Thomas Jefferson, kept in his personal library. So I have known Islam on 3 continents before coming to the region where it was first revealed. That experience guides my conviction that partnership between America and Islam must be based on what Islam is, not what it isn't. And I consider it part of my responsibility as President of the United States to fight against negative stereotypes of Islam wherever they appear. But that same principle must apply to Muslim perceptions of America. Just as Muslims do not fit a crude stereotype, America is not the crude stereotype of a self-interested empire. The United States has been one of the greatest sources of progress that the world has ever known. We were born out of revolution against an empire. We were founded upon the ideal that all are created equal. And we have shed blood and struggled for centuries to give meaning to those words, within our borders and around the world. We are shaped by every culture, drawn from every end of the earth, and dedicated to a simple concept, e pluribus unum, out of many, one. Now, much has been made of the fact that an African American with the name Barack Hussein Obama could be elected president.
Barack Hussein Obama.
But my personal story is not so unique. The dream of opportunity for all people has not come true for everyone in America, but its promise exists for all who come to our shores. And that includes nearly 7 million American Muslims in our country today, who, by the way, enjoy incomes and educational levels that are higher than the American average. Moreover, freedom in America is indivisible from the freedom to practice one's religion. That is why there is a mosque in every state in our union and over 1,200 mosques within our borders. That's why the United States government has gone to court to protect the right of women and girls to wear the hijab and to punish those who would deny it. So let there be no doubt. Let there be no doubt, Islam is a part of America. And I believe that America holds within her the truth that regardless of race, religion, or station in life, all of us share common aspirations. To live in peace and security, to get an education and to work with dignity, to love our families, our communities, and our God. These things we share. This is the hope of all humanity. Of course, recognizing our common humanity is only the beginning of our task. Words alone cannot meet the needs of our people. These needs will be met only if we act boldly in the years ahead. And if we understand that the challenges we face are shared, and our failure to meet them will hurt us all. For we have learned from recent experience that when a financial system weakens in one country, prosperity is hurt everywhere. When a new flu infects one human being, all are at risk. When one nation pursues a nuclear weapon, the risk of nuclear attack rises for all nations. When violent extremists operate in one stretch of mountains, people are endangered across an ocean. When innocents in Bosnia and Darfur are slaughtered, that is a stain on our collective conscience. That is what it means to share this world in the 21st century. That is the responsibility we have to one another as human beings. This is a difficult responsibility to embrace. For human history has often been a record of nations and tribes, and yes, religions, subjugating one another in pursuit of their own interests. Yet in this new age, such attitudes are self-defeating. Given our interdependence, any world order that elevates one nation or group of people over another will inevitably fail. So whatever we think of the past, we must not be prisoners to it. Our problems must be dealt with through partnership. Our progress must be shared. Now, that does not mean we should ignore sources of tension. Indeed, it suggests the opposite. We must face these tensions squarely. And so in that spirit, let me speak as clearly and as plainly as I can about some specific issues that I believe we must finally confront together. The first issue that we have to confront is violent extremism in all of its forms. In Ankara, I made clear that America is not and never will be at war with Islam. We will, however, relentlessly confront violent extremists who pose a grave threat to our security. Because we reject the same thing the people of all faiths reject: the killing of innocent men, women, and children. And it is my first duty as president to protect the American people. The situation in Afghanistan demonstrates America's goals and our need to work together. Over 7 years ago, the United States pursued Al-Qaeda and the Taliban with broad international support. We did not go by choice. We went because of necessity. I'm aware that there's still some who would question or even justify the offense of 9/11. But let us be clear. Al-Qaeda killed nearly 3,000 people on that day. The victims were innocent men, women, and children from America and many other nations who had done nothing to harm anybody.
Yep.
And yet Al-Qaeda chose to ruthlessly murder these people, claimed credit for the attack, and even now states their determination to kill on a massive scale. They have affiliates in many countries and are trying to expand their reach. These are not opinions to be debated. These are facts to be dealt with. And make no mistake, we do not want to keep our troops in Afghanistan. We seek no military bases there. It is agonizing for America to lose our young men and women. It is costly and politically difficult to continue this conflict. We would gladly bring every single one of our troops home if we could be confident that there were not violent extremists in Afghanistan and now Pakistan determined to kill as many Americans as they possibly can. But that is not yet the case. And that's why we're partnering with a coalition of 46 countries. And despite the costs involved, America's commitment will not weaken. Indeed, none of us should tolerate these extremists. They have killed in many countries. They have killed people of different faiths, but more than any other, they have killed Muslims. Their actions are irreconcilable with the rights of human beings, the progress of nations, and with Islam. The Holy Quran teaches that whoever kills an innocent it is as if he has killed all mankind. And the Holy Quran also says, whoever saves a person, it is as if he has saved all mankind. The enduring faith.
All right, folks. So we're not going to finish that speech. That's a long speech, to be honest with you. So I wanted just you to hear small thing. You know, we got something we call, public policy comparison, country to country, different public, not public policy, but foreign policy. I wanted you to listen to that. It is boring, right? I know, right? We let drama. So sometimes that's the reasons why we're not going forward in our country. We don't review history. We don't evaluate nothing. Even though we know it, we let it slide and we do what we want to do. And that's why Liberia is like that. But that is your opinion. We're going to go to Joshua's speech today, delivered at U.S. Africa Summit, okay? That speech is one of the shortest speeches I ever listened to anyway. So we're going to go to that. We're going to go to that. Don't worry about it. We're going to go to that right now. So you just hold your peace. Just give me small time. We're going to get there, okay? Just give me small time. Let me grab it. Okay, I got it right here. Oh, hold on a minute. Yeah, that is still in the background. Don't worry about it. I got to replace that. Okay, we're going to replace that now with Joshua's own speech today, okay?
Nigeria's President Muhammadu.
That's not what. That's a wrong clip. That's a wrong clip. Okay, hopefully this is it. Okay, this is just your speech today.
Entire state during a month. So I guess the apple just doesn't fall too far from the tree in this case. Ladies and gentlemen, the President of Liberia.
And so, U.S. Secretary of State Anthony Blinken welcoming
Little bit talking, the Deputy Press Secretary to Joshua. I'm trying to grab a point from the two speeches. Don't worry. Bittersweet, my man, we're not arguing here. We'll come to that one later on. We download all the things and put in the system so you can see the picture, the body language, everything. We can get time for the African people.
Honorable Anthony J. Blinken, Secretary of State of the United States of America, Excellencies, colleagues, my esteemed young African leaders, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I bring you all greetings and best wishes from the friendly people of the Republic of Nigeria. It is indeed an honor to join my colleagues from Africa to participate in this year's U.S. Africa Leaders Summit. On behalf of the government and people of Liberia, and in my own name, I would like to extend heartfelt appreciation to the Honorable Joseph R. Biden Jr., President of the United States of America, and the government, the people of the United States, for the invitation to be in attendance and participate in this important summit here in Washington, D.C. Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, Liberia has a long and historic relationship with the United States, which has led us to having common positions on issues such as democracy, human rights, global peace and security. We hold the views that this summit will strengthen our partnership and increase our commitment to foster strong cooperation in seeking the broad interests of our respective countries, in particular, in the world at large. Liberia believes that such engagement between Africa and the United States will improve and strengthen bilateral and multilateral relationships, foster peace and security on the continent of Africa. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, with millions of African descendants and migrants in the diaspora, there is no doubt that this is a vast reservoir of talent, training, expertise, and financial capacity which must and should be utilized to enhance the advancement and development of our continent. This collaborative effort will serve as the bridge connecting Africans in the diaspora back to their collective roots and cultural identities. It is therefore our responsibility as leaders to recognize and acknowledge the significance of these many millions of our compatriots living in the diaspora communities, whose contributions are necessary for the growth and development of our continent. Although physically separated from the motherland, they have a major influence on the social, economic, cultural, and political landscape of their respective countries, which should not be overlooked or underestimated. The recognition of the value of our Liberian diaspora community at the inception of my administration nearly 5 years ago, I embarked upon the process of removing restrictive laws to encourage the Liberian diaspora to contribute more to the development of our country. Today, I am pleased to inform you that in July this year, I signed into law an act authorizing dual citizenship and allowing women to pass citizenship to their children. By so doing, our administration has now removed all legal barriers which had prevented natural-born Liberians from rightfully resuming citizenship of the land of their ancestors. Once a Liberian, always a Liberian. This is a demonstration of my government's commitment to ensure that our diaspora is not left out in the national reconstruction and development of Liberia. We consider the Liberian diaspora community as a valuable asset to our nation's growth and development, and therefore participation is an important part of the nation-building process. Excellency, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, Africa's future ought to be bright. We have the potential to turn around the grim outlook of the continent that is presented in the news daily. With more than 60% of Africans being young people, We have a demographic dividend capable of making our region responsive to the needs of its people. The role young people and the general African diaspora must play in addressing the needs of the continent must be through innovation, investment, and knowledge transfer. It is often said in Africa that young people are our future leaders. But I have observed that not much opportunities are created to allow them to reach their full potential. This has made a growing number of them to seek opportunities here in the West, where they have acquired quality education and useful skills in order to contribute to the development and advancement of society. I believe that young people are capable of conquering the world if given the place to stand. From the poor and the humble background growing up in the slum of Gibraltar in Liberia, I managed through hard work, discipline, and determination to climb to the top of my career as a professional footballer. While pursuing my professional careers in the diaspora myself, I took about many investments into my home country, Liberia, also Zanzibar, Cote d'Ivoire, and other parts of Africa.
Investment to Liberia.
I invested in many businesses, and I invested in human capital by supporting many young people in acquiring education to enable them to advance their lives and have a livelihood. And also today, I say to the youth of Africa, you can also succeed in your chosen fields of endeavors if you are prepared to be resilient, disciplined, and determined. African government must also create the enabling environment and a requisite framework that will allow our young people in the diaspora to contribute through their education and innovation to the transformation of our beloved continent. Our brothers and sisters in the diaspora, as indispensable partners in the development aspiration of our various countries, we must welcome them. We must embrace them. We must recognize them. Africans in the diaspora and Africans in Africa are one people. We can succeed if we allow peace to reign. We can succeed if we lay the framework for our young people to have a smooth transition in the democratic process. There is no doubt in my mind that the young population of Africa has a significant role in whichever direction Africa takes. So, my distinguished African diaspora brothers and sisters, I would like to invite you to join us in helping to build a new Africa where peace, unity, democracy, human rights, comprehensive freedom, tolerance, togetherness, cooperation, reconciliation, equal opportunity for all, so that growth and sustainable development will be the cornerstone and foundation for the future of Africa. God bless Africa. God bless Liberia. God bless the United States of America. May God bless us all. Thank you.
All right, folks, so we're done, okay? I'm going to have between 3 to 5 minutes. Let me just give you my point. You don't have to like it. You don't have to agree with me. You can call on the phone and give your part of the story, okay? So tonight, we are providing analysis On George Weah speech delivered today in Washington, D.C., United States capital, regarding U.S.-Africa Summit, which is actually organized by United States government through the Office of the President on an annual basis. So the summit is divided into three categories. They got the African diaspora, and they also got African young leaders, and they got African head of state. For some reason, which I do not know, whether it was the U.S. government, I hope you can hear me. If you're not hearing me, please let me know, because I want you to hear my point, okay? Whether it was the U.S. government or the quote-unquote African diaspora that selected George Weah to represent it today, I do not know that, okay? But that is not even my issue. So the summit will last for 3 days according to local media report here in America. So the first day gone today, tomorrow, and day after, okay? So George Weah left from the football game in Qatar and came here 10 days ahead of the summit, okay? He got here in America, in Florida, on the 3rd of December, and this conference was starting today, 13. So my people, the reason I play Obama foreign policy speech to the Muslim world in Cairo, Egypt, you all know historically, those of us that did high school history and university history, war history, everything Obama talk about, these are facts. If you want to disagree with me, that's your right too. We are in a democratic country. If you want to say America want to control the whole world, want to control Africans, and want to carry gay life to them, okay, it is up to you. It left for you to take it or not to take it. Okay? Even here, nobody forces on nobody. Other people say when they were born, they didn't know themselves. When they're born, they are 2, 3 children, that they don't they got to know themselves. So they go to the doctor, the China side. So you can go do it too. Oh, Nana Obama taking you to the hospital. Many of us don't analyze speeches delivered by people or statements made by leaders. It was not Obama that initiated that whole change or, the constitutionality of the issue of sexual orientation. It was the Supreme Court. United States Supreme Court, and the media asked Obama what was his stand on the ruling. Obama said he's a Christian. I'm quoting it directly. You can go back to that clips. Okay, you can go back to it. Obama said he's a Christian, and he married to Michelle Obama, and they got 2 beautiful girls. Moreover, he's a U.S. president, and he upholds the Constitution of the United States. And Supreme Court is the final arbiter of justice in America. And those of you who don't know, let me just let you know. Most democratic countries around the world, there are 3 laws. They got a constitution, the organic law of the country, they got statute. When the parliament or Congress for our sister in America pass a law and the president sign on that law, they call that law statute. Due to congressional decision, and the president sign on it. We do the same thing in Liberia. It's called statute. Since most democratic countries subscribe to these principles of constitutional governance system, Supreme Court serves as a final arbiter of justice. So Supreme Court opinion is also a law. We call it case law. Okay? So in addition to the Constitution, there are 2 other laws that are added to the Constitution when they are finalized. Okay? The statute is added to the Constitution. And the case law, when Supreme Court come up with an opinion, that opinion become a law. Until the legislature can go and change it, it become a law. So Obama said he was not in the business to stop Americans from being who they want to be. under the nomenclature sexual orientation. So you man, you want to make yourself woman, that's your business. And you woman, you want to make yourself man, it's up to you. And you want to make yourself 3 times, it's up to you. So since Supreme Court has come up with opinion, as a commander-in-chief of the Armed Forces of America, according to Obama that time, there was certain law administrative procedure in the military, don't talk, don't tell, something like that. I'm not right about that. Obama said nobody said that no more. You don't need to know people's sexuality. Folks who are gay people in the military, they can come up publicly and say they are gay. You don't have to hide it. You are fine because the Supreme Court says so. Then you say, bittersweet, you say Obama wanted to carry gay life in Africa. It's on you, but that their law. You want ticket, you take it. If they say, we'll give you 2 million naira, but you got to allow people to choose what they want, and you say no, they will not give you 2 million. That's why it is. So that is that. I just wanted to make that small point. My people, let me tell you something. When you come to this kind of forums, Liberia and the United States has a very rich history. Very, very rich. President we are gives small, out of that 100%, probably he gets 0.1% narrative. I don't really have problem with the qualities of the speech because he already told, and we already know somebody who stopped to 11th grade. And you know, this is no disrespect to anybody. It is no disrespect to our presidency. I don't refer to Judge Wade as president. I refer to him as an occupant of the executive mansion. He is there because the people elected him. And constitution across the world, including the United States. I done that research already for myself. We do not find any academic requirements. Most constitutions around the world, there's no academic requirements, my people. Likewise, Liberia. To vie for elected position, whether representative, senator, and president, number 1 requirement is you must be citizen of Liberia. You know, for representative, the age, you must be at least 25 years of age. For the Senate, you must be at least 35. For the presidency, you must be at least 35 years of age. And own a valuable property worth at least 25,000. That is the law. The 4th one that was there, we took it out as a result of Supreme Court opinion prior to 2005 election, residential cross. That before you can vie for the presidency, you must be in our country consecutively for 10 years. Supreme Court in Liberia 2005, people took it there because some people were being hooked. In the opinions of the in the wisdom of the Supreme Court of Liberia, that the Civil War contributed to people leaving Liberia and leaving other part of the world for 10 years. On the basis of national security and national unity and peace, majority opinion offer that law be out, that portion of the Constitution be out. And that is the fundamental responsibilities of the Supreme Court. Because somebody come in to ask, so how can the Supreme Court can undo the Constitution? They are responsible to do that. The Constitution, it says so. They can do it. Certain portion of the Constitution, they can come up with opinion. They are the ones that are supposed to interpret it. They say when the framework of our Constitution was doing in 1986, they did not put it in their brain that there could be a transitional situation that could make people to leave the country and stay out of the country, Liberia, for 10 years. So therefore, they crash it under the Accra Peace Accord. So they trash it. So no more residential cross. If you want to be president in Liberia, you want to be representative, you want to be member of our Senate. You can live here in America. You can live in London. You can live in Great Britain. You can live in Morocco. The day of the election, you go to Liberia, you go register, you'll be president. And the people vote for you. And how you want to do it? Give it a try. Because the Liberia, the fact that Joey can get it, anybody can get it, right? But you ain't know what Joey did, though. Joey play football, Joey play football. And the young people like him, so they give it to him. So you come to America. Whoever made the decision to make Joshua a spokesperson for today's section or today's aspect of the summit, the exposing. Joshua, you cannot take credit on anti-corruption. Joshua cannot take credit on the issue of human rights. Joshua cannot take credit on the issue of equality in Liberia in terms of development and giving young people opportunity. Joshua cannot take credit on that. Joshua cannot take credit on giving women opportunity to be better people. He cannot take credit on peace. He cannot take credit for tolerance because he's not tolerant himself. We all under this live field today, at this moment, 121 people, we know for sure. Joshua told Liberians in Liberia and outside Liberia, because we are criticizing the government based on wrongdoing, he called enemy of the state. Enemy of the state. Joshua political party, CDC, COP, they armed them, they gave them logistics, including pickup truck, to go and brutalize university students on camera. Y'all know it. You say you're fighting corruption? 5 of your government officials have been sanctioned just recent time altogether. 2 in the Senate, and the man that will write your paper, chief of staff to you. 2 in the Senate, 3 in the cabinet. Let me reverse the conversation. If I were in Joshua's position today, even though he came to the United Nations, he didn't even go there. He just lied again. He will continue to lie, and America will never take him serious. America and the rest of the world that believe in America will never take Joshua serious until he's out. You mark my word tonight. Because everything you're saying, they're looking at your face, you're lying on camera. They already know what happened in Liberia. On anti-corruption day, recent time, few days ago, the American government again came up through the ambassador and told us in the open letter that there will be more sanctions. He thought, on behalf of his government, that the sanctions that they impose on the 3 and to 5 government officials will have changed the story a little bit. The story has not changed. And that's true. So, considering Liberia, historical and diplomatic tie between these 2 countries, based on my lay understanding of diplomacy at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, at least for 8 years, and as a student of history and foreign policy, my people, if Joshua was serious, and I would say any president for that matter, not only Joshua, you got to be real with the war, especially with the United States. And many of you don't understand the global politics and policies. You don't understand it. Even if America ain't giving you anything for any reason, but if America seal your country as safe for investment, for development, everybody will go there. And when everybody go there, you succeed. How many jobs we our government have created for the young people? I call it poultry politics. You got buck of chicken in the cage. You give them food to eat. Anything you want to drink pepper, so you grab one, you kill it. That's why it is. So Jefferson Koji is the only young person. Having wizard at the Ministry of Agriculture. How many women Joey are in city way and gave them job? How many of them? Just we are own sitting vice president. He held that woman budget hostage only because Joey Hawatiro spoke on issues of national concern. So if I were in George Weah position coming to the United States to speak on the Africa-US summit, Mr. America, you know we are your only child in Africa. Narrate the story. You already how Obama narrated the story. And whether you like Obama or you don't like Obama, Obama engagement with the Muslim war reduced the issue of suicide bombing, especially involving Americans and other nationals. That's a fact. Sometimes we got to tell our story. Even if we are friends, we need to tell our story and we need to speak truth to power. People don't like to hear it, but it is good for people to hear it. You're listening to people clapping for Barra, Arab dominant country like Egypt, Cairo. The Muslim people clapping for Barra, American president. When Joe Bush went to Iraq, somebody took a shoe and stood it on George Bush while he was giving speech. They didn't do that to Barack. Because George Bush and the rest of most American leaders that are come and gone, they could not understand the historicity between the United States and the Muslim war. It was all on gossip. And Obama is right. Most hospitals in this country, medical doctors, you find Muslim people there. You go to the military, you heard what he said. Over 35,000 Muslims are part of the United States military. Holding key positions. How can America fight himself? But that was the narratives of the past prior to Obama coming to power. How can you bomb the World Trade Center when there are not only Americans there? And the people that have been bombing you, those are over there, they have never bombed you before. They are innocent people. How can you do that? And that's why Obama was able to create the diplomatic stage for conversation. Because of mistrust that had lasted for over 200 years between the West and the Muslim world. Today, the suicide bombing we saw targeting Americans everywhere has tremendously reduced. Some of you that believe in this education, you need to research everything I'm saying. I'm not taking it line by line, just jumping into it. If Monrovia in Liberia was named after the United States fifth President James Monroe, and the country called Liberia today was established by American free slaves, then go back to those treaties that were signed recent time, during early time. America and Republic of Liberia signed trade zone, trade, T-R-A-D-E, investment memorandum understanding, multiple ones. But you see, there is no public policy moral grounds on the part of George Weah and his folks. Corruption is giving you a hard time. What have you done? Mr. America, to make you to understand, we hold fast to the issue of anti-corruption. The three government officials that were sanctioned by your government, we have taken decisive action, including court. They are facing trial in court. However, Mr. America, we are super third world country. Our country was not developed prior to the Civil War for 14 years. That you have to help us to do what we got to do. Where we are, as a struggling government, supported by majority of the young people that dominate our country according to census, for example, we are handicapped. Our budget is not able to solve our unlimited problems. In terms of fighting corruption, development agenda, women empowerment, children, education, As I speak, we are not able to pay our people for the last 3 months. In as much as we are striving to keep going, we are asking for your help. For capacity building, assistance in the area of budgetary allotment, assistance in the area of education, assistance in the area of agro management, quote unquote agriculture. The food we eat, we cannot even produce it in Liberia. It is not that the tropical rainforest is not able to do so, but we do not have the capacity, we do not have the resources on camera. But you see, we will not say that. Leaders are the ones that are supposed to speak on behalf of their countries all over the world. When bigger countries, developed countries, give you the opportunity to take the stage, the philosophers say when somebody is washing your body, you got to wash your own belly. Because that is your own stomach is hanging in front of you. How can you be maintaining, guaranteeing freedom of speech when you're chasing somebody out of the country from the diaspora? Someone who is a student, like the life of Costa, for example. Martin Colley, for example, we don't even know his whereabouts. He was being arrested on his graduation day in Liberia. You know the story. Then you come to America, you can't lie to American people. We can't give you all the information about Martin Colley. People that helping him, they're from right here. You know Costa story, no need to give it to you. Whether you like Costa, you don't like Costa, Costa was chased out of the country. And others. I don't want concerning people name here. You don't know it? You take $11 million and so-called, quote-unquote, give it to rice importers. Rice importers say you give it to them. You are giving it to them so the rep price can be $13. The rice importers say no need to give her that money. We'll keep it. Now we keep it, but allow her to sell it $15. Only to go low now, you gave them the authority to sell the rest $17. You're stealing money from your own people that you say protecting. Then what moral ground do you have to come and tell Uncle Sam the truth? If you're not doing all these things. What's the human right when you're beating on students? What's the human right? When America came up with sanction after they beat on university students and injected one of them with unknown substance, seditions, August 24 protest, they used the police people to give the very student that they beat earlier July less than 1 month to give them food, to give them water to drink because they sanctioned them. Everything George Weah said today at that summit, he doesn't stand for anything. He said he was playing football, he was in the diaspora here. He carried multiple investments to Liberia, Ivory Coast, and one other country, I think in Senegal. Okay. I didn't go to Ivory Coast to see it. I didn't go to Senegal to see it. For sure. We had junior professional football team. He had Weah Sports Center on Randall Street there. He also had King Lodge, right? Those of you that live in Liberia, y'all know what I'm talking about. Everything broke down before we are even laid down his football boots. Y'all know it. We even talking about the presidency. We are even joined into the presidency when all the businesses broke down. They all broke down. Those of us that can buy old car, we kill the brother. They put penalty on it. You buy a new car, they also punish you. They say that luxury. Then how can you supporting us? We Liberian people in America. How can you support you? How you lie like that, Joe? How you lie like that? You will continue to lie to these people? In other countries, when they say don't bring old thing here, if you bring old thing, we will punish you. And I think that's so consistent principles of principle of marketing. If you want to discourage old products, people that struggle to buy newer products, they should be given discount. Because you want to discourage your old one. But you buy Nissan Sentra 1997, 1998, I'm sorry. When you get to the Freeport of Monrovia, they will charge you more money, infinitely more than the price of that car. So now government is not telling you which one they consider fair, for example. So if you go by 2020, for example, or 2018, I think from 2015 all the way to this side is considered luxury. Then you got to pay extra beside the duty. Those of you that ship car, you don't know what I'm talking about. Today, Money Grant, Western Union, RRA, these are all financial institutions that we use to remit money to our people. Government Liberia increasing the remittance fees. When you send money, that fee to take the money to Liberia through Money Grant. Government Liberia increase that one. You know how I know? You know somehow we got people all over the place, right? When you send money to Liberia through Money Grant, that charge is there. Even using same way, my people, no excuse. They increase it. You same way for lately same way is now all over. Money Grant, Western Union, and RRI, they're all over the place, okay? That same amount, send it to Guinea. RRI will charge you $5 to send that same amount to Guinea. So they will charge you the same $5 to send that same amount to Guinea. Liberia will charge you $13.99, that's $14. That same amount with the same company. You say you're supporting us? You made law. I told folks, I said, let me tell you something. Dual citizenship, no dual citizenship, I don't really have time for it. Legislature change it because they didn't say they're not interested in all, they're interested in themselves. Under the 1986 Constitution, Article 27 and 28, once a Liberian, always a Liberian. Joe, we are quoted that one. That dual citizenship, he said that. That's another deception. That dual citizenship have limited our rights as natural born. They said that certain position, you can't hold it from president all the way down to minister, you can't hold that position. You can be assistant minister, appointment position, which is mostly labor law. Okay? People were regular citizens. They went to Liberia, Eddie made them ministers, commissioners, and you name it. Liberian Americans. Joe Weir will become threat because of the kind of conversation. They say we know too much. That dual citizenship doesn't say once a Liberian, always a Liberian. That's not true. I challenge your institutions and your men, the occupant of the executive mansion. This constitution here, this one, says so. Under 27 and 28, go look for it. If you get iPhone, go to your app store. If you get Android phone, go to your Play Store. The Constitution says so. This is a total disgrace and embarrassment to the highest level. And you know why? I am very much confident that folks that selected Judge Weir to speak on their behalf, they're trying to expose him more. Those of you that follow regional history or regional news in Africa, West Africa, whatever you call it, when the American government and the West, including Great Britain, consistently accused Charles Taylor of supporting the rebel in Sierra Leone, they prove it. They prove it. When Kamajo, the Sankar group, Johnny Paul Kroma, Sam Bakari were all accused of being aided and abetted by Charles Taylor, convicted war criminal in The Hague, former Liberian president. The people say, oh, that's not true. Charles Taylor say, no, I don't even take coffee before I will take my jar. That's what he said. I get a clip here. At the end of the day, he got caught. when they collected those Western hostages and they tried to mess with the government in Sierra Leone under Tijan Kaba, everybody around the world, influential leaders around the world, talked to them to let go. They did not do it. You know what America did? What the West did through the United States? They themselves, the rebels in Sierra Leone said, a Chatero Toto will do it. And for sure they did. And Chatero spoke to them on BBC. Y'all go check it out. I think followed by VOA interview too. By the time Taylor spoke, my people, they come on jaw, the rest of the guy, everybody let it go. And they back off. Where Sam Bakari was killed, he was killed in Liberia, he was assassinated by Taylor people to destroy everything because the issue of war crime was already on him. So that the same thing they're doing to Joshua. I think Samuel Doe and Charles Taylor, we knew them very well. They were AK-47 people. Joshua is not an AK-47 person, but I can tell you for sure, as somebody who is a victim of the war, he's the most dangerous guy. He has no weapon. Those of you that listen to Spoon Talk today, for example, 9,333 majority government officials, prominent people in Liberia, went to LBDR, Liberia Bank for Investment and Development, or for Development and Investment. Y'all know when Joey took over, I think they gave LBDR about, I think $10 million or so. I don't know the exact number, but around that corner. That speech will bring it forward subsequently. President Weah said that money was for Small Business Administration under Minister Cummings to lend money to everyday people. The old man there in the market selling pita but selling tobacco oil. The Yana boys to be able to survive and to grow. For Liberia to use their own money to become middle class people. You know who is taking that money now? The very government officials. But Joey come to the United States and say, hey, and we're doing great over there. Everybody doing good. The last 3 months, you're going to pay finance minister at the hospital in Turkey. He said December pay going to start on December 5th. Ask them. That would the one they called in to say, I will lay cartoon pushing job money to them. That's it. Eugene Fagon, that's what he said. But he in Tennessee now, he said doing the same thing. He come back. Okay? So you know what? I'm going to stop right there. If you want to call to contribute, the numbers are 267-938-2801. I'm going to post the number, don't worry about that. 267-938-2801. The WhatsApp number only for people outside of America. People who are not able to call direct, please do not call the WhatsApp number if you're calling local. Please don't do that. The WhatsApp number is 267-648-8012. 267-648-8012. Give it to me. Look, let me tell you something. The whole foreign policy thing, the whole Liberia corruption story, under George Weah, we just keep talking. It ain't going to change. It's not going to change. These are people that came to power. I refer to them as indigenous looters. That is who they are. That is who they are. What they say, it is not what they do. I call the numbers. I'm going to post the number. If you have any question, you have any comment to make, just call and let's talk. Let's talk. Okay? They're not going to change. That's it. This is their time. And not the time for the young people that saw Joshua in their own image and say, send the educated people fail or the old people fail or they may is in his early 50, will vote for him. He will change our story. You don't need to read any history book. You don't need to read any encyclopedia. You don't need to do anything. The same life we live in that the life they may live. So they may will change our story. From worse to better. But you see Morovia how it look like. That's in Miami. That's in Monrovia how it look like. This level of leadership inadequacy, incompetence has become alarming, to be honest. Very, very alarming. Unacceptable. But what can we really do? Probably nothing. We just talk and keep talking. If Liberian people go to the pool and change 2023, let it be. If they decide not to change us, we are okay. They will live with it. And we too will live with it too, because nothing we're going to do. But just remember though, that's not our prayer. But for those of us that believe in the science or sciences, especially social sciences, they say every action there's an equal and opposite reaction. When the coup took place, 1980, April 12th, and those folks were killed with AK-47 on the light post, nobody knew that those folks that did that could be removed through brutality too. Liberians were not thinking. And the tension built on. It continued to build on. Those of you that follow history, Father Zameton was part of the 17 enlisted men that took down Toba, according to our political history in Liberia. General Kyokpa was the first army general when the coup took over, when the coup took place. Samuel Kanyando decided to reduce his position. When the coup took over in Liberia, all these 17 people, prior to all that nyama things started happening in our own Liberian English, they all used to carry their pistol to meeting, council meeting. People Redemption Council, right? They came to redeem us. But you know what they did? After then, the other people came for the dough. They carry widows. They carry combo and all. All right? The sheep we used to raise in our town, goat, cat, they came for, they said they can't eat cat, they can't eat dog. But when they got done with the chicken, they got done with the goat, they said they could not eat sheep too. They got done with the chicken, they got done with the goat, they ate the sheep. When all those animals got done, they went to the dogs. They carry everything. So my people, we ain't wishing for bad thing, oh. But let me tell you something. When you're pointing their finger, the other one coming to you. How can you say their number not working? I beg you, their number active, oh. If it's not working, call the other one, but I think it's active. I pay the bill here back. Let me even post the number 267, right? Let me post this. Maybe you miss a little bit, my friend. Sandro Johnson, I think you missed a number, brother. Let me post it. So, like I was saying, my people, we not really hate Joe. We hate him. But we hate his policy. His stealing policy, his ugly policy. How can you say the people ain't do any wrong, but you suspended them and you forced them to resign and you can't prosecute them? Now they are going to the victims, the very people the victimize, asking them to elect them as senator, representative, and you name it. What happened to their ball case, University of Liberia students case? Especially Christopher Sisulu. CDC hired Councillor Arthur Johnson. They put all of them out. No trial. Then you come to America, you say, you champion of justice? Shame on you, Joshua. Life will come for you. Whole day and go and be talking about peace business. You are not peaceful. You are not even tolerant. Even though you're president, occupants of the executive mansion, but your skin is so thin. Every day is a bling game. All the other people did it. That's why we moved them, we give it to you. Okay? We moved them, we give it to you. Like our own the redemption people, right? What did they say when they took over the country? They said Congo woman born role, native woman born soldier. And they showcase exactly what they said. They collected those family members, sent it to the junta co-marshal them without any legal representation. And they killed the apostate. I was 2 years old, just so you know. 2 years old. So some of us, we're talking the way we're talking because we are victim. We live with it. Until God bless her, through America's generosity, that got us here. You want to get a bin, I already get time for you. This is our story. And the reason some of us get pissed and talk the way we talk, even in the midst of all that ugly stuff, the thing that causes it, we ain't change it yet and we're not willing to change it. Public corruption, public stealing, that's what causes it. Oh, they plenty talking, we're talking today. Yesterday we talked, today we still talking. It is the public stealing that causing our talking, that caused our problem yesterday. When Samuel Kenyan, those people did that, and they could not change, and they could not allow anybody to talk, went to, they brought the Kangaroo Constitution. Under 97, they created protection for themselves. Even in the midst of the new state, the new republic, after constitutional, reviewed, adopted, and endorsed, they still could not get out of their military uniform. Their rebel behavior, they still could not get out of it. After they suspended the constitution for 5 years and did whatever they wanted to do, they still could not change. That led to our 14 years war. You know the story. When that group of Liberians got pissed that they could not live in their own country, and they were being threatened, and they were being chased, they pushed back. Charles Taylor, Eddie Johnson Sully, Prince Johnson, Dr. McIntosh, and the rest of the people, y'all know them. Y'all know that? When the king, what did they say? The same thing. There was a public corruption, public looting at all levels of our society. Political, economic, social, and the rest. How many people they killed according to our political history? Over 250,000 people got killed. America is still talking that story. You're listening to the ambassador. They're not me. Me by nobody. A cartoon pusher. I came from there. I'm sitting out here. I've been talking here for almost 2 hours. No different, my brother. LBDM are likely close. Because Jowiya government gave money. Jowiya government officials go after the money. So the market people can't get it. How can officials of government already making 10, 15,000 a month, they're going to investment bank? If you don't know, let me tell you now. LBDI is both public, private, funded bank for the purpose of development and investment. The board chairman for LBDI board is the Minister of Finance, not just the Minister of Finance. They are creating the bank, that's how they did it. So government gets share in it. But government giving it to themselves. According to Spoon Talk. That's not my own information. They publish there's a big list. 9,333 people, majority government officials, including big names, former and current government officials. They've been taking money and they can't pay on their loan. But guess what? If you don't pay your mortgage here in America, after 2-3 months, they take it back. If you go take the people car on car loan or car loan, whatever you call it, you don't pay that your car, that car will be parked into your house. They lock it. They put it on the tow truck and carry. You know it. If you get credit card, you don't pay on time, it past due. You know they put in late fee on it, right? When they go into your account, no money there, they say insufficient fund, that $35 extra. You know that. That's the rules. And majority of these people live right here in America. And they go to Liberia, they behave different. You see the level of hypocrisy? Ben Sabi is sitting now on spoon to backing wrong because in the pocket of Cummings and Musa Belity. Don't pay on your mortgage. Don't pay your rent. You know what happened to you. How can one person keep crediting, they can't pay, and the bank keep giving them money? But this is a very bank that hires somebody who lie on their CV. They went to Harvard, they went to that place, they went to that school. They didn't go there. They conducted a test. Other people score better grade, they may score the least. They say hire the man because the man friend away, the board chairman. That's a country we're running under Georgia. This is a very bank that did that. Who booked it? Martin Colley, the boy that chased on his graduation day. Martin Colley and his team had embarked on academic credential evaluation and background check. They'll do it thoroughly. Before they release it on Facebook, they already got everything they're supposed to get. And you know what? When they catch up with you, you can't survive it. You gotta go. That's what they did with Delaney, the former ABD CEO. Simon Twegera made that job because there are some speculation in Liberia that he's a gay, which is his right. They gave it to him. Today, he ain't got no job. My people, yesterday number not working. Maybe you don't want to call, but the number working, my people. I pay my bills. If I don't pay, they will call it off and they will tell me to call it off. Let me post the other number 267. Maybe we can use that. Okay, my personal number here for the WhatsApp. Then, if the other one not working, or maybe you don't want to call, then fine. I can't force nobody to do what they don't want to do. This is America, okay? The reason we're sitting here, we got interest in our country. All right, folks. So that is why it is. So Liberia under Georgia, they just let it go. We'll keep talking. And even if they don't listen to all, America will listen to all and they will come up with answers. I'm very, very positive. Okay? I'm very, very positive with that. And this conversation we're having, you think you say people not listening? People are listening. People are listening. Public space, my people, public space. These Zoga Wilson, former group home supervisor in Philadelphia Northeast. These are people that bore my blood. They bore my blood. You try the other number I just posted, 267-648-8012. Try that one. 267-648-8012. Try that one. Mr. Johnson and Mr. Jabba the Truth. Try that 267 that I just posted. 8012. Okay? ANC with all their story, whether Louis Brown get good face or whether he good messenger, he not good messenger, that's not the issue. This 1986 Constitution protect everybody, my people. This one here protect everybody under 17. Whether Louis Brown, that good messenger, he not good messenger, he good face so, he not good face so, he representing Musa Belity Alexander Cummings CPP, okay? He also represent Team Cummings, right? They have their right to exercise their fundamental right. SKD is a public space. It's a public facility. How can you take $2,000 from the people? You give them receipt. All right, somebody is calling me. Lebe Fire is calling. Okay, Lebe, let me hear from you from Upper Derby. All right, Fire, go ahead. You are live.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm getting you, bro. Fire, go right ahead. You good?
I'm calling home operation go through, so I call on the school line.
Yeah, give it a try. We allow you to do that. I don't know what happened to that line, but I will try to check it out later on.
Yeah, okay. Thank you for your friend. I know you alone tonight, not either. Your man AB not around.
Yeah, my man AB, he didn't with snow. I dealt with my own area today because the snow came here earlier than his time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the snow almost 11 inches today. For me to get home from my job, it was tough. Yeah, but go ahead, my brother. I gotta go sleep because tomorrow I gotta go push my cartoon.
Our president here, Fred, Barack Obama, and then I will go to George if I can do it in like 2 minutes and stuff.
Yeah, go right ahead, brother. You good.
The Barack Obama speech, and like you said, it's long speech. I listened to that speech before, and you never ended it. And that's what I texted you. I said, what is the difference between the violent extremists and the corrupt leaders, and the corrupt African leaders?
I think they are all the same.
Okay, but then why America going after the violent extremism, and then they still feeding African corrupt people with money? Why? That's the question I want you to answer. Why would America go after these people that go killing human beings? Okay? And they know the African leaders as well. They are killing human beings with their stealing. So why they continue to feel like this summit we're hearing around that America going to be giving African country almost 55 billion to develop, and this money going to go into their pocket. So why is America doing what it's doing? I did not know that, more especially Liberia, you already sanctioned 3 government officials. Why should you even call a Liberian president to come for such a summit? Okay? This extremism, they go after people to kill them. These African presidents, they are killing their own citizens by stealing what belongs to them.
Yeah.
So why America continue to solicit those kind of people? Why?
But you know my take on that.
I want to hear it.
Okay, since Ellen Johnson said it, second term, you know Obama made an African tour, right?
Yes.
I was stay in Liberia. I was still working on Foreign Ministry 2010.
When you were running, I know he gave right campaign.
No, I don't want to call it gay right because some people came up with that. But let me just say what I want to say. You don't have to agree with me. Let me just say, because you asked question, that's the reason I'm giving my opinion, okay?
Okay.
Obama, Liberia were on the list for that Africa's tour. In few minutes, few hours, the story changed. And the reason American government get through the Treasury Department, I was there the Foreign Ministry, it was that the corruption issue was not handled very well by the government under Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. And from that point to the end of her second term, Ellen government did not meet with any cabinet level minister or secretary here in America. That was another form of punishment. And majorities of the funding that were given to Ellen government, they withheld everything now they put it through USAID. Meaning USAID now was kind of like coming up with their own contractors, mostly in the health area and education. That withdrawal continued today. But they came up with the MCC scorecard that Mr. Government If you want to give you $1 to $2 to support your people through your budget, you will need to live with it, including human rights and anti-corruption. Recent time, according to Minister of Finance through our government, they were able to pass in 5 years time, they passed only one time. But knowing what we know, I'm not too sure the money America talk about, they're just going to dash it in their pockets. I'm very sure America going to be selective based on their own demand, what they want, because the whole thing here is, whether we agree or not, we have a commonality as human beings. Okay? America is pushing their democracy to the other part of the world. And almost 99.9% agree with Obama. You cannot use airplane to come and kill people in America and you think you should go free with that. No, you're not going free. Okay? Or you cannot get angry with everybody because somebody make you to feel bad. A single person. I want men that do not believe in the analogies of one apple spoil the whole apple bad. And I feel strongly that the explanation through those speeches that Obama came up with to the Muslim world and two-state solution between Palestine and Israel, I think it was a good thing. What I feel personally we can do, since we live in America, we need to push the American government because the money they're giving to those African people, criminals, minded worms, it is not American government owned money. It is our tax dollars because the government in Israel don't have no money. It is our tax dollar. We'll go push our cartoon according to Eugene Fagon. Before we take pay, the government take our taxes, right? So that's what they're using. So we here in America, we got to get involved. We got to get involved to let America to understand our people in Liberia, they are corrupt, man, that you don't need to give them anything at this point. Do not even use USAID money. Let the people that need to die, let them die under their watch. And we get them punished. That's one of the reasons they came up with Magnitsky. If you read the Magnitsky history to target foreign corrupt officials. Say, if you want to steal your government money or your people's money, you can go ahead. But we will not provide you safe haven. You're not coming to our country because we got to give you visa and we're not going to give it to you. You cannot use our Visa card, the MasterCard. You're not going to use it because we own it. You will not use our banks. So this is not about due process. This is about our own law we're exercising because you are corrupt. So that's how I look at it. I would not say it is super enough. It is not enough. But we in America, American government using our tax dollar, we need to tell the American government, hey, country A, country B, country C, they need to be punished. Because if we following the extremists that bumping innocent people because they are angry, or maybe they don't know the history, or maybe for whatever reason, then we also need to follow these looters in their respective countries and do more than the sanction. We need to do more than the sanction. The sanction is not enough.
Correct.
That is my take.
Friends, you must all on the same line. You know, when I think about the United States, I think about the UN, I think about the World Bank. I continue to see those criminals, African leaders, and then they chanting that African leaders are corrupt. How in the world, like they extremists? You know these people, they coming over to kill even one American. That is a no-no. You go after those people that do that act. Okay? And then you saw the whole world do not do any business with these people. All right? Granted, I agree. Nobody should squeeze them to the wall to make sure that they cannot have the second thought to come back again to hurt one person. But how in the world, like Liberia, 175 years, you know the past, even the Ellen you're talking about. When I see Ellen sitting today in the war stage with the former ambassador, Linda, talking about advocating for championing for human rights and corruption, this is what I said. When UN continue like when you have in the United States country to come and stay in that summit, and you're going to give $55 million to that. It's a insult to the Liberian people.
But Uncle Fire, another thing here. We will have staged a protest in Washington, D.C. You know, to stop George Weah from coming.
But you see, if anybody do business today with the extremists, America go after you, right? So why America sitting back and seeing the African leaders that stealing from their own people, that's a thief is a murderer. Okay? Death is a thief. That's what I'm preaching my church here. Death is a thief, and a thief is a murderer. So why do you think United America would sit by? They know African leaders are thieves. Why are they sitting by to allow the World Bank, not even free money they're going to give Liberian people or African people, but it's a loan. They're putting loan on our own born sons and daughter head.
With interest.
With interest. And then the criminals are going to take it and bank it. Okay? And then yet and still America sits supremely to allow that to happen. And then you want to go after certain people. This is what I look at it to be something. But the next question I have for you, brother, is like when all of you guys sometimes when I hear you guys on your networking and say, oh, the peace we have in Liberia, like Spoon, you know, oh, the peace we got in Liberia, even Ellen talking about it the last time, you know, she and Linda, you know. Tell me, brother, like George Weah, for God's sake, George Weah, as a peace ambassador, can the peace in a country work under a corrupt administration? Because for me, I define corruption as the source
of conflict
and violence.
Mm-hmm.
So how can you have corruption in the nations under Ellen Johnson Sirleaf herself? Okay? Now Linda did not see it. I listened to Linda's, speech when you were playing it, and I got a video too. Why she didn't go to her friend Ellen Johnson and tell her you destroying Liberian people? Now she can sit beside Ellen Johnson to say something that's been biased, number one. Number two, how can you compound these two words? Oh, we got too much peace in Liberia. Okay? And then corruption is in the country. And corruption is the root cause of violence and crisis you see in the whole Liberia and even here in America. So how can you balance that? The men that say they know so much, and the women that say they know so much, and then they're telling you, oh, there's peace in Liberia. After this, many times on the radio in Liberia or in Liberia, I said there's no peace in the country. Even though you're not hearing guns on, but anywhere you have corruption, that nations there's no peace. Because you cannot equate violence and peace. Look what's happening in Liberia. Every home that they're building their own self-prison. You build on your bar, window bar, for the fear of criminals.
Because the people, they're not really criminal according to unemployed young people. They don't have job. My man, when you are in Liberia, I was in Liberia for 5 weeks this year. Majority of the people are just naturally angry right now. Because of stealing, because of corruption. People are so angry. You see that? So, in Liberia, for example, growing up, for example, when it raining at the time we enjoy our sleep. People in their right mind, how can they be to your window when it is raining? Okay? They don't have it. Look at those fine women, fine young girls then. Okay? They're selling, they can't even buy from them. Then with the very people, those other few handful of women in government and stealing, when they talk about women empowerment, what are they doing for these other women on the street that have decided not to use their body?
I am telling you.
Because when they go use their body, they say, oh, they're not serious, they're prostitution, or they are prostitute. But what are you guys doing for the one that's serious on the street selling, and you can't even buy from them, but you're going to labor needs to go buy?
That's a topic that I always discuss.
But my brother, all of people want to call. I mean, I can't answer all of the questions, but one good thing we can do, this is just my suggestion. I don't want to speak for the rest of the countries. I don't have that power, okay? The best thing we can do as Liberians, we are here. These people listen to us. They listen to us. We need to tell America to sanction George Weah. That's what we need to do. George Weah need to be sanctioned. That man don't need to come here. And we need to also petition United Nations Security Council that the very thing that brought the war that lasted for 14 years, over 250,000 people were killed. It was their public corruption. And these people are still doing it, Mr. UN. Do not offer them money. Do not even allow them cross the border. All of them need to, look, they need to put sanction, not only sanction, but traveling ban on them. That's all they need to do. And we need to advocate for that. Because the war that went to Liberia 1989 or 1990, 1998, it didn't just come from the blind spot and fall down though. People advocated for it. And people pay money towards that. People did paper cara. People go do their cartoon job. They contributed money towards that. So, advocacies and freedom is not super free. We got to work for it. We got to work for it. And that's all I got to say about that.
I thank you very much, Brother Francis. And, you know, the only thing I'm going to leave you with, you know, Liberians, I don't know. For almost this same corruption, we killed 13 plus the head president for corruption. I thought that was going to end what we call corruption in Liberia. Okay, but that have not ended.
Yeah.
So there's nowhere we should compare or even say Liberia is peaceful or peaceful.
Liberia is not peaceful. There's a possibility of fire because smoke there.
And other police, when they go with two body men, you know, they have to take 2 or 3 security guys to go in the country that peaceful. So we need to take this thing out of our children's head or the whole world head to say Liberia is in peace and just, as you say, advocate to make sure that peace and corruption cannot work hand in hand. Like light cannot meet darkness. So that's the same thing. Well, I thank you for the time. You know, let me allow other people to come in.
Yeah, thank you very much. I know they're getting very already now. Thank you.
Okay.
Bye. Oh, mistakenly cut above. All right, folks. I guess I missed call here. Let me go to them quickly. Waterloo. Let me take Waterloo first. Oh, a lot of calls.
Please leave your message for.
Keep your call coming. We'll soon be leaving. Seattle. Hello? Hello?
What's up?
I'm doing all right. You are on live. Go right ahead. The other callers stay a little longer than expected, but no problem. You're sorry, my people.
It's okay. Another good show, man.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I understood everything you were doing about the speech.
Okay.
But I was just writing because you started clapping for Obama.
But I also clap for Joey too, though. You know that, right?
You got it right, man. You got it right. You got to do anything you want to do, man.
That man is our president, whether we like it or not.
Yeah, a lot of people not informed about Obama up to today's day, like Jesus Christ. You saying it? Obama, when you count 5 things that Obama done for indigenous of this country, no, it's not there. He did a lot for other people than his people. You saying it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but let's leave Obama business. Obama was doing all that talking in Egypt because America have a thing called foreign policy.
Sure.
This foreign policy, they are very, very into it than any other thing. because they get half of their resources and other stuff out of their country. We live here, man. We seeing the things. I follow American politics. I've been following American politics from Liberia. They see Obama men are talking. What Libya did to him? What Libya did to him?
But you know the history between Libya and America before Obama came to power?
My brother.
No, I'm just asking simple question.
I know. I follow these stories. I'm a historian. That's my thing.
Okay.
Because Libya worked for, Mohammed Gaddafi worked for America. They never had nothing to pay him. And the men were living freely in his country here, and people were living peacefully. One of the best country on earth. I'm telling you, the thing Mohammed Gaddafi did for his country, people, no other president have done it. And no other president will do it. I met a guy that was on a mission. I used to live in Washington. I met a guy that was Washington State, Seattle. I met a guy that was on a mission. He works at the DMV. He went on that mission to kill Mohammed Gaddafi. He narrated a story to me. A Libyan guy, he and I was friends. He was on a mission. That's what America do. That's why you see me writing all these things. I say, African leaders are cowards. America can settle whatsoever. Why? America needs something from Africa. Africa don't need nothing from America. We need money. And if you put your resources together, you will get money. But they don't know how to use it because they are puppets. They all came here, went to school. So when they come here, they sell their agenda to these people. The people help them with elections. That's the truth. Africa will keep going down. Africa will never, ever unite. Few countries in Africa will develop. And few leaders in Africa will take care of their people. But Africa will never unite. Because these people are educating their clowns and sending them to Africa to put them in position. Today we are speech. We should have speak to the people. He should have spoken to the people in a sympathetic way that can help his country. The job in Liberia right now, we are not able to. He does not. The job too big. And the people around here not helping him.
But let me hold you right there a little bit, please. Let me hold you over there a little bit, please. Just a few seconds, okay? Yeah. In public policy, we got something we call empathy in terms of leadership, okay?
Yeah.
The Bible talk about stewardship, right? Then stewardship.
I don't let Bible reference, man.
No. Just for the no. It's not Bible. I'm just saying that. But that's something I'm trying to drive at. Okay, that's something I'm trying to drive at. Just quickly, you not made me to stay on. Then what I want to say. Then we also got what? Managerial leadership. Right?
Yeah.
The kind of leaderships are so many. Then we got executive leadership that Joe will spot right there, probably. Then we also got charismatic leaders and transformational. I don't want to go there with you. The point I'm making here is, how can George William make the case to Americans when he's not even empathizing with his own people in his country?
He's not even informed. That's the thing.
But but I got another question with you. Even though you're not informed, but you are willing to be informed. Even though you don't know everything, but you are in search of knowledge. You are continually pursuing, like we saw Samuel Kayode do.
Yeah.
Why we are not doing that too? So go ahead, my brother. Let me leave you. Push your point through.
That's how they call it. African leaders don't know how to cut. Only few people are going to do something for their countries. But Africa never going to unite. Listen to a man called El Mohammed. He was a former military man from how they call it, Obasanjo. You seen it?
Mm-hmm.
That man narrated the things that European countries doing to African countries. We are rich. European people depends on us. We are very rich. But our leaders don't know how how to interpret or how to transform our resources into cash. You see it?
Mm-hmm.
But when they give the resource, they give our resources out, then the people go and process it and get more cash. So that's why you see me, I lay on Tewan Gonglo. Because Tewan said Liberia gonna make their own furniture with their wood. No wood gonna leave the country.
But do you think Tewan Gongo can really win election in Liberia knowing what we know?
Tewan Gongo can win. Tewan been doing stuff.
But how Tewan going to win when he has no history of any public office in terms of elected?
I know.
No, but I'm just asking.
Liberian people can change in a second.
But so they will change in a second when no nothing and they will just change on election day and give it to Tewan?
Listen, first thing Tewan in America right now.
I know. Tewan being here back to back. I know.
In the bush, in the bushes, in the woods, meeting people that other people can meet. He making his case. You see it? He make right now. Tewan just started. But you talk about 3 people in Liberia right now. You call him. If you count 3 politicians in Liberia right now, you call Tewan.
No, I don't think so.
I'm telling you, count 3 people right now.
My brother, I don't think so.
What's the puppet? JMB and Tewan. Because Cummings, his people already sold him out.
Anyway, that your view. You are entitled to it.
These people.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Tewan is a very good character when it comes to integrity. Okay, he been very consistent with life in Liberia. But you need to understand. You know that Prince Johnson came ahead of, how do you call this 7% guy, Alexander Cummings, right?
Yes.
You know that 2017 record I'm giving you.
Because of Tewan was in the race, and where Tewan from right now? Tewan from Nimba.
Nimba County alone cannot, because Prince Johnson going to give it to George Weah. So Nimba County going to be divided on tribes.
Power right now. Prince Johnson does not have any power in Nimba right now equal to Tewan.
Okay.
I tell you.
That is a good thing.
Right now, Prince Johnson already looking for somebody to hang on. Prince Johnson don't have no position right now.
No, Prince Johnson got his senatorial position. He's going to win again, according to him. Because Nimbali has given it to him multiple times.
Senatorial position. I got my friend, or guy, he and I grew in the same community. We live in the same hall. Nyam Twain. He was deputy director to this place here.
Youth and Sport? He started with youth and sport. I don't know where he ended in Edding government.
Youth and sport. He Edding put him to Maritime.
Okay.
He came from Liberia from school. So he's running right now. Prince Johnson have no power in that place right now. Prince Johnson looking for somebody to hang on. And the only person Prince Johnson can hang on right now is George Weah. But let's leave that like that. George Weah today should have pleaded his case to the American people. He should have asked. He should have even asked about the sanction. He didn't ask about the sanction. You see that?
But why he going to ask about the sanction when he know why Americans are saying that true? Because he decided not to prosecute the people. The government later they decided not to take any action.
Yeah.
Besides suspension.
He knows that America saying the truth.
Okay.
Why he keeps saying the same speech? He keeps saying the same thing over and over to America.
Mm-hmm.
Like America is not informed. America is informed, and even the government, because that embassy you see up the hill, these people got drunk. Liberian government even get drunk.
They get anything for the Coast Guard. But my brother, my man, let's try to hang it up. I gotta go to my cartoon job tomorrow morning. Thank you for the call.
How can I get that constitution, man?
The constitution, yeah.
Just funny looking stuff.
Yeah, but you don't have it on your phone. Go to the Play Store. It should be there.
On it. I need a hard copy.
Oh, you need a hard copy? I can't guarantee that I will be going to Liberia by the grace of God next year. Then we can keep in touch. This is my personal number.
Okay, man.
So I can get you one copy. But you got to remind me. If you don't, I will forget. Then when I come later to you.
Okay, this is email from Fish Creek.
5th Street, Satan area?
Yeah, Fish Creek is Cinco.
Cinco, email. So we're from the same spot, eh?
Yeah.
Okay, email. I will save your number. But don't forget, you got to be calling me. I'm not giving you guarantee. If you remind me, when I get to Liberia, I will buy one copy for you. I will make sure I bring it and mail it to you.
Okay, that's your personal number, right?
This is my personal number. You call it on this number, even when I travel, is on. You can call me on WhatsApp. You can call me regular.
That's my number. I call it onto email,
Okay.
but I call myself Mr. John Beta True on Facebook.
Oh, Beta John, you still on inside.
Beta True. My man, another good show about listening about watching this.
Yeah, it's a good show, good show. We're coming pour cash out on the show. You got to start doing something.
You will do something, my man.
Okay, all right. You see my equipment messed up. I shut it off for. I don't know why. I really like to use it, but tonight I can't even use it. Yeah, it's crazy.
So the snow hose, how do you call it, Francis?
Huh?
The snow hose, how do you call it? What's his name? I said Francis. What is his name?
Yeah, AB. AB. Yeah, my partner is now on tonight. But we're gonna try to be on the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, 2 all together, hopefully. But I'm working this weekend. Yeah, the people say we're doing cartoon just so we gotta keep going there.
Yeah, that's what I appreciate it, show, my man. Y'all take care.
Yeah, thank you, my brother. Thank you for the conversation. I'm gonna save your number, email. Thank you.
Okay.
Bye. All right, folks, y'all call my number, all right? Okay, another caller here. Waterloo. Hello? You are live on the Abraka Talk Show, Liberia Today Media. Give it to us. What's your take?
Yeah, but Francis, thank you very much.
My man, your volume, you need to increase your voice more, man. Talk like man. I'm just kidding, my man. Go ahead, brother. You good.
Yeah, my name is Lawrence Nyangene, and I am calling you from Iowa.
All right. Ayo, I got some of my customers. I said to now already cheated myself. I even do my commercial. What kind of thing is that? My one on the show, I do my commercial. Then when AB that can be telling you, oh shit.
That one, the equipment all went down. So
yeah, the equipment went and the equipment here. I know I need to trash it and get different one, but y'all got to, I think y'all got to do some kind of donation.
Yeah, that one I do.
Yeah, but my brother, go ahead, yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you on the analysis. You know, the summit is almost like the people want to hear from the dealers what's going on and what they got to say about their concern in their affairs. So when you come, you got to address some of their concerns, some of the issues that they're very concerned of, like human rights and other things. In your country, you got to speak about the human rights.
He refused to do that because he is guilty. He is guilty. That's why he refused to talk about it.
Yeah, you can even see him on the stage and know that he's guilty. I don't know, that he's shame. I don't know.
Joey were embarrassed, but he got to do it because they selected him. And on the business of diplomacy, you know, people can be slapping you and they're telling you, they're making things to appear like they like you. You saw the foreign minister here or the secretary of state carrying on the stage?
Yeah. So he talked more about himself.
Yeah, from Gibraltar.
Yeah, Gibraltar, all that one, talking mostly about the diaspora people. The diaspora people that at least they get their cartoon pushing jaw.
Yeah, cartoon pushing jaw in later, right?
Yeah, then you forget about the poor shopping people just in recent times.
I just came from where I didn't even change my clothes. They say pushing cartoon me, I just tell them say that true. Yeah. We'll go with that.
The people sanction key officials of your government. What you got to say to them concerning that? So if you get anything to do with it, you don't get a sack.
Yeah.
Then he just I don't know who wrote that speech. You see, that what we can say. People that are around, you know, they say, show me your friend and I will
tell you who you are.
That's what happening. We are now very higher people that will very lead him.
My brother Yanni, let me tell you something. Anything that spoils sport. Joey ain't going to hire anybody that will do better because Joshua himself is not devoted to doing better.
You see, just in recent time, the people watch live university students being brutalized.
Yep. He didn't even speak to that.
He did not speak on this issue. The people watch live a student being killed, princess, that princess girl. The people, all these things.
But,
there's something about it.
but my brother going to Princess, government own auditors because of audit report. Pending audit report, they got killed. Then Joe, we are talking about human rights.
All these things are
they group of kill out.
He did not speak about it. When they kill again, you get to come speak to the American people again. They will laugh with you, they will shake your hand, they smile with you. But you know what's in their heart. You see? The what you guys were saying about the American, let's say the Liberians in America to go and say the president must not come, this, that. You see the opposition, they are against the government, but what happening to them is the power greed. It's too much among them.
Yep.
So nobody wants to take the stand. They will say, why if I take, then who will come enjoy? So there's no collaboration.
Yep.
What's happening? Then now, let me be frank and tell you, Bro Francis, if really Liberians who want a better Liberia now, this is the whole squad. Let me tell you the whole squad from my reasoning. The team that can rule Liberia now. Our old man Waka. No people will disagree with me.
My man, that the people don't worry about the brand people. You better worry about yourself.
Old man Waka has worked for more than.
He has been tested. I agree with you. He has been tested multiple times.
In government committee. One time I watched Waka, I watched Jenny going to Waka who had get a skyscraper there. I said, yeah, you're wanting to see government money and go pay skyscraper there. He has done it. But you know, look at the other guy too. He has not gone through. He has commercially working government. Each time he goes and restores on certain area of corruption, the one will resign.
Yeah, the one will back off.
So when it comes to being straightforward, he's noted for it in Liberia. So if Liberian people really we want to carry this country forward, firstly, let me tell you, the old man, looking at the age of the old man is a veteran. He's very influential. And Tiawan is a traditional man. That Tiawan go as stand-up bureau and then the old man go as VP. Because the old man he's not too vigilant.
My man, are you really serious about that? Are you really serious? No, hold on a minute. I got a question for you. Somebody who served a VP for 12 years, you wanted to just keep a VP throughout?
The reason is.
But why not we flip the coin? Why not we flip the coin? They won't go a VP to Joe Walker. Because Joe Walker already committed himself to one term. What about that?
Yeah, he has committed himself to one term.
Yeah.
But what happened? Francis, looking at Liberia now, Liberia get too many outlaw people. They need somebody strong that will stand face to face.
No, I disagree with you.
Yeah.
And you know the fundamental reason I disagree with you? When last you heard government of Liberia talking about unemployment? Tell me, tell our audience. When last you heard government of Liberia talking about unemployment?
I cannot remember.
Okay, then. Go ahead.
Okay. So because the VP position there is almost like an advancement position. If the old man is there, any concern he has, he will always call his son Tiawan and say, "My man, we got to do it like this." And trust me, Tiawan is a traditional man. He respects elderly people. He will always respect our old men. The constitution of the country will always hold. But if whether it's going as stand-up bureau, people that around, they will always try to supersede or they will try to play some kind of Cummings can cancel the vote.
Leave Kumi alone, but I made a 7% member. Leave that man alone. That was something different.
No, I just want to say something because we are.
Yeah, but you gotta be, you gotta conclude now, my brother, please.
I come in on Friday. You cannot take him from there. He apply effort to.
No, he apply effort, but I'm not talking about Cummings. I'm just saying other people in the queue, they need to talk their own a little too soon, my brother, please. Hopefully we'll come back tomorrow. We'll talk, yeah?
Okay, so that's what I am saying. The old man needs to rest. He does not need tension as his stage now. The age he is in now is a blessed age. God bless you to reach that age. President saying like when Nana gets tension because everybody depends on you now. All the sectors are polluted.
Including ABDI will soon be closing because they finished stealing all the money from there.
So what kind of tension that woman all sit down and take a grandchildren thing and be advised on that woman they say he get one advice alone. So I really look at it and next year I won't go.
Do you really understand the constitutionality regarding vice president in Liberia? You're talking about the advice. Do you really understand that well?
The thing that is Liberian people, we get our own interest. So sometimes when we speak it, we let the poor interest for maybe when Boaga go and I will be favor. When Kiawan go, I will not be favor. But this time around, we need to do away with interest and put Liberia fight like people. We need to do away with our personal interest. Many people now I see that in Boaga can see Boaga get more people now, so that why they just there to support Boaga so they can get position tomorrow when Boaga wins.
All right, my brother. Thank you very much. We get one of our regular followers here. He been catching hard time to get through. I refer to him as a senior brother. I need to call him. Okay, Jay Alakadase. Okay. Thank you for your contribution. We appreciate it. We know when we're not on, you people are really thirsty. You want all to be on. We will try to be on. Probably we need to start asking you to support the platform so that we can be much more committed than we are. Okay, we will try to do that. We'll try to do that. I think we need to do that. So if I leave in my job for 1 hour and I know I'm getting $1 or $2 cash out, that one will do something with the gas. Oh, it's a fair talk. Because most of the platform around here, they do that. We have not been doing it, but the way it's looking now, it's looking crazy, okay? That's just American language. I don't see anybody crazy yet. You're the quick to interpret people wrongly. I bet you.
Okay, thank you.
All right, my brother. Thank you very much for your contribution. Let me call Mr. Johnson. He been trying to call. He's not getting through. Oh, my Liberian people, you're sorry, oh. You're sorry, oh. You're sorry. I come in here. Let me call my big brother. I beg you. I don't want you to hold me in content. Sunday Johnson. Mr. Johnson, I'm calling you right now. Just stay tuned. From yesterday, I go do my little shower and go to bed. The night already divided. I stay sitting night because of Liberia. We too, we are Liberians, and we too matter. All right, Mr. Johnson, you are alive. Go right ahead.
Oh, wow.
Sorry about that. The other phone refused to receive call. It been off for some reason. I don't know. I will fix it. The mixer will work on it on the weekend. Hopefully it is good. If it's not good, we'll come into you. Y'all got to pay some cash out with Chinche. Because you can't keep giving you a hard time like that. Yeah, go ahead, big brother.
No problem, my brother. Yeah, this is a good show. Very, very good show. So anything to contribute on cash out, you just put up the cash out. See what we can do. Because really we need to do this. You know, I just want to make a comment about church we have speech. You know, you all maybe just know Joe Weah just a few days. Like you've been working with government, so probably you knew Joe Weah before he became president.
I didn't really know him very well, but for what I know right now, Weah is a mess. That's just what it is. No other way to put it.
I'm very careful among our Liberian community go quick to tell people, I know this man, but I have sat 8 together. I'm in the same plate with George Manawia from 2005. My cousin Jake came in the States here and kind of talked to me. He said, you know what? Because we need all of you guys on board. You got your business people. Come on, we're going to go home and do something. We're going to prioritize the country and whatever. So when I got in the country, that time the late Marcus Matthew was still alive. Nathan Churchill, Charles, where now with KMB. And Jake introduced me to them. I'm telling you this, Francis, the first day George Weah stood publicly in my presence to speak at ATS when it came time to, for the second runoff between him and Ellen. Winston Tubman, all of them came that day on our feet. I told the kid to endorse him publicly.
Okay.
When I left that stadium that day, I went home. I told Jake, I said, my man, this guy is not fit to be a president. All this speech, George, I was seated beside Jake Kabakole, and Jake Kabakole was seated right beside George. We are in studio state. When the guy stood up, I'm telling you, I keep questioning myself, is this young man going to be president of this country? I am sitting right among them, and then my soul was gone. I saw all these things that Don Paul was talking. I saw this since 2005.
Mm-hmm.
All of you guys are jumping now. I saw this and I experienced it. It was in my soul since 2000. And he kept on demonstrating on many occasions, even at George Weah house. We used to go there sometime in the evening time. We'll sit down till 6 o'clock the next morning. Okay? And but he's still living right now. But when you say something, the sedition that you're joining CDC, they'll say, you hate the man. Why you hate the man? Why you hate the man? George Weah is not competent to be a president. I don't care how you can train George Weah to stand in front of the American people to speak. You can do that 10 years, George Weah. When you can compare George Weah with Samuel Kanyado was a disciplined man. I went to school here with some friends that were in the army before a lot of people here.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people. Before they rather got a real degree, they will go in the army first.
Yeah, because when they come from the army, they go to school free.
Then they know, besides going to school, before getting the degree free, they know exactly what field they can go in, and they will succeed. Okay? Because army is a self-discipline.
Yep.
So, Doe was self-disciplined man before he became commanding general, he's a commanding general, head of states. Okay? Before he hired people to teach him at the mansions. So, George Weah is not close. You cannot compare. When I hear like people comparing Doe was just like the man it's not close. Doe was disciplined. Army alone. He were in the army. He was master sergeant. He was completely higher than George Weah.
But when it comes to international exposure to the war, I think George Weah have more advantage as compared to Samuel Doe, even though he's not using it. It's almost like George Weah live here. He didn't even watch TV. Because this man does not even speak correct elementary grammar. I know it is not our mother tongue. I agree. But that's why we go to school, right?
I am telling you, George Weah, on many occasions, George Weah will stand to talk among us, among few handful of citizens. I'm sitting there, I will keep questioning myself. Is young man going to be a president? He went on demonstrating that over and over. The last thing I want to tell you here, maybe some of you who are listening, I called Jake one night. They were like almost going to 11, like where you don't leave your house after 8 or 9 is, because of all the crazy peace they all claiming, there's no peace in Liberia. So I called Jake. Jake called said, because I slept in the afternoon. So I woke up, called said, you know what? Call Jimmy Mango. Let me bring you to Weah house. So I called Jimmy, and Jimmy was on the side of the party, and he was a journalist. So I drove the car. The moment we got to the gate, George Weah would get up. He would leave his swimming pool. He would go around where the people playing the basketball, and then he would come to the gate. So he would know I've been to his house because I'm describing exactly how his house is set. So The moment he saw my car, he told the security, they opened the gate for cars. And we came, I entered. The moment I entered church, we had looked in the car, he saw Jimmy Mango. Brother Francis, this guy went off.
For
I
what?
don't know what he was drinking. Why I brought Jimmy Mango to his house. Jimmy Mango came there to spy on him. The journalists, they know he's very educated, but the librarian pulled off. My brother, this guy, I'm telling you, I was shocked. I got to send somebody to go call Jacob. He said, I'm a street boy. I don't know left and right, but he pulled off me. You came to spy and to take pictures and all. I am telling you, this young man going to be a president. And he's saying word like, I am telling you, man, library is in the hole. 2017, I was afraid. Even my wife was afraid. I used to go on the radio, and I said this. I said, I have sat and eat with George Weah. I have sat and eat with JMB. I said, these two people, it's like when the Israelites got to the Red Sea, they were God across them. I said, you better go with JMB. I said this over and over. People used to write on my car in Lapasi, you lying pastor, you lying this. I'm telling you. Yeah. Now they can see what's going on today. Because I saw this from 2005. Yep. I saw it from 2005. George Weah, he using his football popularity, and that's why the politicians are using him, but they're holding him by his nose. He don't know what he's doing. George Weah, typically, my brother, thank you for the show. I'm not going to waste your time too much.
Thank you, Brother Johnson. Thank you. And thank you for your patience, too.
All right. Okay, bye-bye.
Yeah, myself, I coming to go. Only one more, Pastor Mo want to call. Pastor Mo, I'm sending the phone number right now. It is actually printed, but probably you're not seeing it. If you're listening to me, I'm pinning it right now. The other one refused to talk. Don't worry about it. We'll use my personal number tonight, okay? Oh, my goodness. George Manek Begubewea. All right, Pastor Mo, that's the number to call. Probably you will be our last call, and then we'll let it go. If you are there, Pastor Mo, if you can hear me, you can call us now. If you can hear me, it is your turn. Pastor Mo, if you are there, you can call now. I just say, I just printed the number, okay? We gotta go. We gotta go. All right, folks. So if nobody calling right now, please don't call. We about to go, but let me play your one music and now close it for tonight. And then, by the grace of God, we'll be here tomorrow to come up with another fascinating conversation. We're gonna go to Mr. Liar, man. He's not able to speak to us on camera. He can't do American people forcing he can do it. Okay, Mr. Liar Man will take us home. Y'all listen, this is Joe Weah music, okay, Mr. Liar Man. Here we go. That's Georgie right there. That's the man. Man begin.
Mr. Liar Man.
A man with begin brain.
You know, I didn't do
thank you.
The thing you say I do.
The thing you say I do, I'll do it.
Joe Rastafari, King Selassie, big up, oh Mr. Liar Man, oh Mr. Liar Man, oh Mr. Liar Man, oh Mr. Liar Man. You know I didn't do the thing you say I do, oh Mr. Liar Man. Liar man, you know, I didn't do those things. Mr. Liar man, I know, I didn't do those things. Mr. Liar man, Rastafari, no, I didn't do. Oh, Mr. Liar Man, you know, a liar man, a liar man, a liar man, man, liar man. Oh, Mr. Liar Man, you know I didn't do the thing you say I do. Oh, Mr. Liar Man, Rastafari, you, Mr. Lassie, big up. I didn't do it, liar man. Let I trust you. I am man. I didn't do it. I am man. Let I trust you. So what you keep lying? Lie, 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 lie. You lie, you lie, you lie. Oh, Mr. Liar Man. Oh, Mr. Liar Man. I say you lie. You lie, oh Mr. Liar Man, Mr. Liar Man. Hey, oh Mr. Liar Man. You know I didn't do the thing you say I do, oh Mr. Liar Man. Jano, 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 Jano. Rastafari, no. I am man. I didn't do it. I am man. Let I trust you. I am man. I didn't do it. I am man. Let I trust you.
Man, wonderful show tonight.
May I go burn you with no fireman. May I go burn you by the fireman. Cover you a liar man, wicked man, bad man, foolish man, Mr. Liar Man. Get away the coming, never love you. I say, oh no, Jaja, I go judge you. Cover you a liar man, wicked man, bad man, foolish man. I am mine. I dare you do it. I am mine. I trust you. Everybody, I am mine. I dare you do it. I am
Oh God, oh God, oh God. All right, my people. I want to say your thank you plenty. But before I do my closing statement tonight, you please allow me do my small commercial. I can me myself. Okay? Kangoma Multi Services Consulting KMC for short, LLC, Limited Liability Company. I'm the CEO, just so you know, okay? We are still tapping into the American opportunities. We are tapping in there. We want you to help us to help you. Okay? I say you can't go to lawyer, you can go to them, you can go to law firm if you have something that have to do with the court, like deportation. We can't do that for you because we are not lawyers, okay? However, we are very, very knowledgeable in this area because we got some training when it comes to USCIS. Okay, we too, we went to school here too. We want you that small idea. Okay? I beg you, the people from Somalia, the Asian people, the Puerto Rican people, they can support their people. You please support us. Yeah, my people. We are specialized in affordable, quality immigration services. Meaning, if you want to file for your parents, mom and dad, if you're a U.S. citizen, you want to file for your children and husband or wife if you are married, you can be on green card, you do that one. If you came to America, somebody see you, they like you, whether you woman or you man, you can get that contract, we'll do your adjustment of startup. We'll give it to immigration, we'll follow it, and make sure you get it. If your green card got missing, maybe it got spoiled or expired, you can give her that contract too. You can work on it to get your renewed green card. If you get your boyfriend, you're talking with somebody by whatever means, social media, whatsoever, any part of the world they are, that your boyfriend or that your girlfriend, you are U.S. citizen, we call that fiancé visa. Okay? We can help you do that too. If somebody want DV or somebody file for somebody, their income is slow, we that live in North Dakota, we go because we get a little more pay, okay? You don't need to come to North Dakota, some of you on the East Coast. You want work here? Plenty of work here. You see me? I came from where I stay in my native. I can't sit down here to do your job. Liberian people work. Okay? We too, we matter. We get interested in Liberia. When we go there, we don't want to be looking over our shoulder. Besides that, we want to see the country better. Every time we take pay, we got to send money for our people. If the country is better, we can't be doing that one all the time. Once in a while, we'll do it because we live here and we make little more. But our expenses here is very huge. Okay? So if you did affidavit, you want to do affidavit of support for someone who want DV, or maybe your best friend in America here, their children supposed to come, or their husband supposed to come, but their income is not enough, you want to do joint sponsor affidavit of support. You want to do visa application, immigration improve your case, you know how to start, and the lawyers are charging 3-4 times our own legal compensation because we are immigrant too. We know exactly what it is. Okay? So fiancé visa, income tax start coming next month, income tax, the end of the month, we're also doing that too. And everything we're doing, the consultation on the phone is free, professional consultation. And you can actually fact check our consultation though. You can fact check it whether it is real or not, to be honest with you. Okay? So my people, call us on 267-648-8012, 701-330-4693. I tried to cheat myself today. I had over 130 some more people on here. I didn't do my commercial. Now I drive there and doing commercial, but no problem. You will see it. You will still see it too. We do resume for people free. If you're looking for a job, for example, everyday American job, even professional resume, we're able to do it. We do it free. If you are a single woman or single man in the Grand Forks area, Fargo, you are around the place, or any part of this America you are, we can actually do it and send it to you through email. So, my people, if you get immigration issue, they're not deportation. No, we're not doing that one because we're not lawyer, okay? That's a big disclaimer. We're not lawyer. Yeah, my people. We just somebody who learned how to do this, and we got it. We get our business paper to make sure we're able to do this. We also do life insurance too. We are licensed. If you are in North Dakota, Minnesota, or Pennsylvania, we're doing that too. We're doing income tax. We're doing student loan, repayment plan document. If you finish with school, you don't know how to go about it, and you need to set up your repayment plan, whether that forgiveness or the regular one, private sector or public sector management, we can set it up for you. We did public policy, so thank God. We're trying to use our brain small. You want to file for your minor children, your adult children, your brothers and sisters, if you are a U.S. citizen. We can do all that paperwork for you for small money. Small money, because our people say turn that money away. In America, when we sit down for you, that money. Okay, so our numbers, I will call it again, 267-648-8012, 701-330-4693. Our website is www.kangomaconsulting.com. www.kangomaconsulting.com. If you want to email or you can call me, I will give you the email, but just in case you want to email or you can go to donor@kangomaconsulting.com. That's our website. That is attached to our website. Anything you send there, everything I just told you about here, everything on the website. Any question, even you aren't ready to do it, but if somebody just says something, you want to call me. If I'm not sleeping, I'll pick up your call. We'll talk about it, okay? So, my people, thank you. That a commercial there. Let me close now. Let me be honest with you tonight. I'm always honest, but tonight is special. All the things we're talking, my people. Whether you sedition, whether you Unity Party person, whether you T1 Gongo Uno supporter, whether you ANC supporter, whoever you are, you know what matters most to me? It is the Republic of Liberia. Those children that are dying tonight as a result of malnutrition. Folks that are JFK today, they went to local pharmacy, they said they ain't got medicine. Those pregnant women that went to JFK tonight, the nurses told them no bed. The ambulance went to Kelly Hospital, ELW Hospital. They said we can't take that patient because of accident. If those things don't matter to you, it matters to us. That is what we are talking about. When car gets stuck going to Lofa County and they can't get her from Morovia, not from Morovia, from Banga to go to Vonjama, people spending 1 week, 2 weeks on our road. The last time my brother got to use Srolium, 3 times they pay. They can't pay to come to Morovia because he needed to come. My immediate brother was getting married. These are things that people, family enjoy doing that, my people. There are so many issues in Liberia. You want to tell me we cannot go back to pre-war start of our country? That's not true. If it is true, then Luanda should not be Luanda today. Then Singapore should not be Singapore today. Then Sierra Leone should not be Sierra Leone the way it is. The Africa shouldn't be. Even this great nation where we are should not be too, because they too fought civil war. Paying WASP fee doesn't matter. That's an executive decision. When majority of those people graduate from high school, what is the hope that the government has provided them when you pay their WASP fee? When you go to University of Liberia and pay everybody's school fee, but they do not have quality education. They do not have enabling environment for learning. They are not even hopeful as a university student when they graduate, like what happened to Joseph Walker then. They were attending CW according to his own admission. He already had a job. Even before graduation, he was promised 2 jobs. And he decided to choose according to him. Eddie wanted him to go to Ministry of Finance to work because she was there. LPMC had also promised him to work with cocoa and coffee and produce farmers. So he decided to go home, to go work for APMC. So when are we going to have that again? When are we going to have something they call cadet or internship in our country? When we're going to have that? So are we saying to ourselves through our government that these things that happened before the war, they can no longer happen? I don't want anybody to pay my school fees. I don't want anybody to pay my WASP fee. Create a vibrant opportunity, a vibrant society where everybody can fish. Don't fish and give me the fish the day United I can't eat fish anymore. The great country of America, nobody go to university yet free. Nobody get college education in America yet free. Even high school education is not free. Because the taxes we pay, the set a system through school district. The taxes we pay those of us that own homes in America, we pay real estate taxes. And that's where every single state here in America take money from those taxes and pay the teachers that are teaching our children. How long are you going to continue paying everybody's school fee at the University of Liberia? How long are you going to continue to do that? When elementary students, middle school students, high school, they're not even doing well. Somebody can just be having Bible study somewhere. That small spot become a church, and by the time you go low, they already make it with school. Then the people graduate from the very neighborhood school, they're not even worth. Then we get a substandard department of education, we call it Ministry of Education. They give people accreditation, they ain't even worth it. Ministry of Education does not even know the total number of schools in Liberia. So all the plenty talking we're talking across this country, across Liberia, it is because of the persistent stealing behavior on the part of our government officials. Government is just a vacuum. GOL is just a name. But folks that we put, the people that work there every single day are the one causing problem for us. Employees working at Ministry of Foreign Affairs, not Foreign Affairs, Ministry of Information, excuse me. They got $100 on payroll, some of them $150, but some of them are getting $48. These are not good things for us. And some of you, the young people, you all say, Joe, we are paying your WASP fee. That decision have not been legislated. Eli, You won't even build a foundation, you're trying to roof the house. That's what that is. Joe, we are paying your wash fee. You graduate from high school. You don't even go to college. Okay, let's hold it constant. You can go to LU because it's tuition free. But we're paying up to 7,500 at Liberty because I pay multiple people school fee in Liberia. I ain't going to call nobody name yet. 7,500 what we pay. You got to buy pamphlet. By the time you do the math, it's just better you pay school fees. But let's hold it constant. Joe, we are pay your wash fee. You take wash, you pay. Joe, we are not coming by to pay your school fee. There. I mean, to pay your wash fee. You go to LU under the nomenclature, free tuition. You graduate. Before you graduate, Joe, we are going to be out of power because we're going to put him out. But let's hold it constant. Joe, we are still there. When you graduate from university, what next? What next? Do you have hope? No. Do you have a job? No. Do you have any opportunity anytime soon? No. Can you go to Grand Crew to live there? No. Can you go to Lofa County to live there? No. You know what's going to happen to you? You're going to sell on the sidewalk. If you find it for $5. That's what you're going to do. At the end of the day, you become street politician because you have to follow them. Everywhere they go, you got to follow them and say, I will say. They say slow down, then they talk. The question to you is, when somebody going to do that, I will say for you to talk. You call them chief. When somebody going to call you chief. You call them bossman. When somebody going to call you bossman. When you put on this t-shirt with your picture on it, how do you feel to yourself? Are you going to continue to be a follower? Is that the life you want to live perpetually? Then you start to ask yourself a question. How your children going to be like? It's going to be a vicious cycle. That the popular saying, violence begets violence. If you are poor, you graduate from high school, you ain't got nothing for yourself. You even got bicycle. I forgot about the little stuff set. You're going to be motorbike guy, chief motorbike driver, or cyclist. That's where you're going to go. It's no magic. That is where you're going to go. You continue to make people leaders, but you're not even thinking about yourself when you're going to be leaders too. They are not creating opportunity for you, and you don't care. You want them to continue fishing. The day they are not there to fishing, you're done. Why now you ask them to empower you to fishing for yourself? Show me one person, one Liberian, successful middle-class Liberian who have gotten rich or who have become middle-class Liberian because of the government of Liberia budget.
Please charge.
All of the furniture they purchase it from Lebanese people, from Indian people. That whole freeway that we get our indigenous people there facing real wood furniture, they don't even buy from them. You think that Joe Yatan didn't start it? No, he started Joe Yatan. What kind of country you see every single day from 5 a.m. in the morning Liberian time all the way to 7 p.m. they go to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs to get passport to leave the country? That good place? That good place there? You be there. You say Joey as the best president. You might not jump on the top. You think we're better than you? We're not better than you, my people. Is it because you live in Liberia we're not better than you? Some of us, we are veterans. I told you from the beginning of the podcast. I was 2 years old when I came Turbo. 1980, April 12th. I was 2 years old. There are a lot of Africans don't call their age. I gave you small math. Do the math. I was 2 years old when I came Turbo. 1980. You think I'm free? I'm a veteran. I'm not a perpetrator. They killed all my grandparents. All of them, they killed them. In Pengbela home and Lehoma, those of you from Lofa County, they play, they killed them. Oh, my mother, they killed all of them. The people came, they follow our sister, then they say, oh, our Muslim brother and this and that. When they were going, they burned down my father's house. They owned the sliding glass house in Popala home. I'm going to tell you for free. I'm one of the grandsons of Honorable Jesus Duno. They burned it to ground level. They went there to the place they call Masakovium in Popala, the court house. They burned it to ground level. That the people who came to free us, they call themselves freedom fighter. We got to stop this thing. We almost done. But our next generation, what will happen to them? If we continue to go this path, if people get problem, they don't have problem with us. But we got to lay down this hard talking point. The medical people say severe diagnosis requires severe medication. This problem in Liberia, this problem lootings need to stop. Luby Bank collapsed because Chartered went there, he government official, they credited money, they took gun to buy AK-47 to kill Liberians. Luby Bank, it collapsed. My late big brother money was there. All went. Who was liquidation manager? John G. Bestman, former Central Bank governor. If you have $5, they say you don't get nothing. If you have $10, they give you $1.50. Say that's it. Nothing can allow it. Nothing. Market people were putting their money there. Housing bank down what else? I was Yanaba for 15 years. I can give you some of my story. So I know what I'm talking. LBD are going to break down too because just we are government officials, they have taken all the money and they can't pay. According to Spoon Talk. They can't pay. How can these people treat the ordinary people like this? How can Mark Pana get money to do her Birabo market? How can Ome Folomo get money to do the Birabo market or Tobogi oil market? How can Omar Sange even get money to do out of town market when that bank primarily was established for investment and development? People in government taking good pay already. They go there multiple times. They take money out. They don't pay it. And bang! Their names are 9,333 human beings. Some of their names are there multiple times. Prominent, former, and current government officials. You can't find Ome Flomo money there. My man, I'm not taking no call right now. Sorry. I got to close. I'm very, very sorry. When I close, I will talk to you. When we're going to stop the bad story, the ugly story, when we're going to close this chapter for our country. Some of us sitting out here, that just God bless her. We're going to school in Lofa County. See Agnes, if you know that place, in Bola, Episcopal School, Girimbo King. When they go so, we go so. We'll be in school, they come and collect all the polo on our head. Tego. You take it from Bola and carry it to the nearby town. If you ain't no man power, they continue to go, you tired, they kill you. That's what they were doing there. We were just extremely blessed. We struggled that struggle. We left. For some reason, after the ceasefire, Kingdom Morovia, we started school on the beach, ACFI. My body imagine is my wisdom. We went to ACFI. We're not a quality education. But we were determined that after this, the rainfall, the sun will shine. From there, we went to Pentecostal on 10th Street. From there, we went to University of Liberia. No textbooks. Everybody go to photocopy. But the professor is saying there's no library to do anything, to do research, to can't teach you, then you get textbook. They had 1955 kind of books at the library there, University of Liberia. But we said did what we could do. We didn't have any opportunity. We gotta leave school, high school to go sad. Oh, because that one happened to me, must happen to everybody? Because the other people struggle, everybody must struggle even in the midst of opportunity? No. No. So the other people did wrong yesterday. We killed them. Then you come to you doing wrong. The same wrong thing that day you do the same thing. Then what happened to us? So it's gonna be vicious cycle? That you doing wrong, the other people will kind of pour blame game on you too. You did wrong, so they will do their own wrong. Then when are we going to get out? You know my advice to you, the young people, me I'm not young. And I'm not going to minus 14 or 15 from my age. I'm not young, apart 40 ever since. Oh, I gotta tell you, you're the young people. Some of y'all say, y'all like the man, y'all voted him, he failed, you ain't going to vote for him again. Good job. But those of you that say Joe is the best president for Liberia, it is on you too, though. I have never seen anybody, even our cartoon pushing Joe in America, that you will wait for 5 years and you gain no experience in real time. Just we have been president for 5 years, he still has no experience, evident by his action every single day. He said he was meeting with Liberians in Florida. That's not true. I mean, he was meeting with investors in Florida. When he returned to Liberia, we'll see the investor that will follow him. We'll see the investors that will follow him. Sedition said that he's going to have meeting with Liberians today. Cross sections of Liberians. No, he didn't meet with cross section of Liberians. He met with cross section of sedition praise singers. Just where he's never comfortable with cross section of Liberians. He only comfortable with cross section of seditions who are praise singer to him. Because he never want to be real. We can go on we go. Because this story we're telling us some of y'all is not something we read in books. No! And this is a typical Liberian story. We live with it. God bless us. We survived the war. We survived the hunger. We survived the hard time. I didn't even know I could be lighter. My big brother was lighter than me. He turned black because of suffering in Liberia. Just the heat they do. You can't sleep. Because no electricity. Government officials are stealing current. They can't put it in cuff, but the ordinary people do it, they put it in cuff. My big brother was lighter than me. The last time I was in Liberia, May to June, he turned black. My son was born lighter. Before he could come to America, he turned black too. Francis Jr., he turned black. The heat. I ain't enough to go to a cold yet. Okay? So my people, they think they're not joke. They're not joke. Some of our God just bless us through American government generosity, through the DV, and we find ourselves on the side. Besides that, probably we were getting something in Liberia because we were really striving every single day. And that's why through our God, even gave her the opportunity to go to foreign ministry. I got to take tests as civil servant. A lot of people ain't take no tests. Because they have political godfather and godma. They carry them that. They made the assistant minister, deputy minister. I was just far clear out, my people. Later on, I became research assistant. Okay, but I got to take tests, and I passed that test. We can make Liberia better than pre-war if our government is ready to be honest, sincere, and let go the issue of hate, I, me, and myself. I, me, and myself. If God have not given me the opportunity, if I'm not getting myself prepared, God first, I ain't even going to play DV away anyway because they say I'm finishing high school. You know how many of my friends selling along with me that could not survive it because they have family God for this and not have no family at that level. You hungry, you go born baby. You know what that means, right? In Liberia, you know what that means. You go pregnant somebody's daughter, you gotta take care of them. Get out of nature. I want to tell you all this story. It's a long story. But my people, we're not veil. We're not vexed. The way Liberian people say. American people will say we're not mad. But the ugly behavior is just way too much on the part of our public officials. For the most part under George Weah, it has become pervasive, uncontrolled, quote unquote, the new normal, that it is okay. We can leave the country November 1st, 2022, up to this point, George Weah stay out. And nobody should say anything. While he is out, we are paying him. Even when he was watching his son play football. That's the kind of way we're going now. If you love Liberia, it's on you. If you don't love Liberia, it is also on you. Because at the end of the day, it is not the land, it is you, the people. Your whole life going to be at EAW Junction selling cold water? Okay. Go ahead with it. We probably yell. We cartoon push our yeah. That's true. But guess what? We don't protest to get our pay. That's a good thing. America is a good country. Everybody get job. Whether you go school, you not go to school. Everybody get job based on your own level. My level is not everybody's level. Let me tell you now. I'm going to tell you for sure. I came from where you see the world, okay? I'm going to sit down there and listen to Eugene Fagon, frustrated former Deputy Minister of Information. He's still dreaming. He's still thinking that he's working for George Weah. He's not on Spoon Talk. He's not working for George Weah, and he's not going to work for George Weah anymore. He's done. President go to studio to become DJ, pastor, reverend, but he can't. 5 years, he cannot even stand on camera to have press conference to address those issues that matter to our national unity, our national development, our national security, and other national issues. No, he can't do that. At his church, at CDC headquarters. That's it. You say the man that the best president of Liberia. You thank you. Yeah, my people. We will try to be regular, but if you're not CEO, you're sorry. Tomorrow, by the grace of God, I will try. If we not get chance, I will count on we do it this way. Until we can either fix the mixer or replace it, I will just forget about the whole connectivity and we just do it direct. As long as everybody can hear me and I can hear you, we keep it just like that. Thank you for coming. The Christian says, every forgiveness is predicated upon repentance. That's what the Bible says. That's what the Christians follow. Good Christians. Because they got some Christians that are not correct. I'm not judging nobody. The Bible further states that no sin go unpunished. Under Matthew 7:7, seek, it shall be given to you. I want to say good night. Have a good sleep. If you are in Liberia, good morning. I'm here. It is also good morning because it is 1:28 my local time AM. I've been on this show. Let me see how long I've been here. 3 hours 39 minutes. I give it to Liberia. Free of charge. Because me too, I matter. I want to take my children to Liberia one of these days and make them to understand this is a place Papa come from. Especially those that are born here. Francis was 6 years old when he came. He's not going to super forget, but he's not going to understand our place. So I got to take him by Francis Jr. And for me to take him back, we got to continue these conversations so that Liberian people can wake up in their majority and change their own story. So we can have a little bit peace of mind. Thank you plenty. Bye-bye. Take care. Embrace people that love you and walk away from people that don't believe in you and they don't believe in your person. It is principle. We are human beings. Okay? We are human beings. If anybody say you can talk plenty, tell them thank you for telling me I can talk plenty in my area. Our people say if you mind the noise in the market, you will not buy. Focus on yourself. Program yourself. If you don't program yourself for success, based on commitment, dedication, and focus, the program will program you. And when that happens, you will continue to open doors for other people. You will continue to call them chief. You will continue to call them boss man. You will continue to call to say, I will say, and I don't know when somebody is going to say, I will say for you to talk. I see you, yeah? You'll thank you plenty again. Bye. I see you when I see you.